weekend, 4th of July, Independence Day, the day we told our allies, the Brits, that. Oh, it's the first 10 seconds. I can't say that, can I?
Do it.
Hello, it is time to start the show. And I'm going to get started right after this.
Yep, that's right. We told the Brits to fuck off on the 4th of July.
I tosseth your tea into the harbor, good sir.
It was like, look, this here ain't England, okay? Like, but it's time to blow things up and try not to set the world on fire.
Do not lose your thumb like Jason Pierre-Paul.
That's right. If you like something, don't hold it in your hand, folks.
Have you ever had a close call with fireworks, David?
Me and my friends used to shoot Roman candles at each other and bottle rockets, and so quite a few times.
It's just firework tag. It's okay. Like,
I mean, these days
I've done that with Roman candles, though. I'm not gonna lie. We would run around on the beach and just shoot Roman candles at each other. Not gonna lie.
Well, these days we'd be on camera getting, put up on the 6 o'clock news as an example of what not to do.
If cameras had been around, me and my friend would have probably been viral. We took a challenge. We're like, let's see how many mortars we can shoot off in rapid succession. Like, we'll start launching them as fast as we can. And we didn't realize till a little late that the rapid fire had bent the mortar tube. So I was sitting there backing up. I was like, hey, he usually launches by now, right? And he's like, we should back away. And we start backing away from this thing. We see the bright white light of it trying to launch, and it gets stuck in the tube. We turn around, just dive into the sand. It blew the mortar tube up, just shrapnel. Like, thank God we were okay.
Well, we were shooting off some good fireworks. This is years back. I had this big family living next to me. They had like 8 kids, and they're all sitting in their driveway. They're all sitting in their driveway. We're shooting them, and the tube tipped over right at them. Shoots the firework. It goes right between them. They're just calmly sitting there, watching like, oh yeah, look at that. And it explodes behind them. I'm sitting there like, their parents are like, yeah, there's so many of you. We're not worried about losing 1 or 2.
They said, I only fear God, homie. Straight DeAndre. Quite a bit going on in the football world, though.
Because that was like, just everyone just watching it go by, all casual, like,
Kentucky woman. That's a Kentucky man, though. Or is it a Kentucky woman? No, it's a Kentucky man.
We are renting, like, some bouncy houses and some things that we got to set up, right? And it's Dunkin' Manager Day. So we're getting a dunk tank. I bet there's a lot of folks that want to do that to their manager.
Hell yeah.
I'm willing to bet.
I'll put my entire paycheck on this, good sir. Everyone else, I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Reserved
I'm actually going to wear, the mullet I have that looks like a Tiger King, that flannel shirt with the cut off sleeves. I'm going to wear all that, and I'm going to be talking smack to everyone who can't hit the target.
What would be even better is if you put on your impression of Tiger King the entire fucking time, like that Alabama Southern, a little bit of meth head, Like you got a couple teeth missing.
Joe Dirt was actually from the Southwest, not the South. But
Joe Dirt, what is up, buddy? We got Lawrence, platform 346. Subscribe to him.
It's Joe Dierte. He put an E on the end. It's no big deal.
We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Subscribe to him. He does a lot of sidelight shorts. Crazy Juice, what is cracking, buddy? Toxic Empire.
Growing up in a tourist destination, when we did that, it was always like we were trying to put a show on for all the tourists that were in town. It was our little mini shows.
Damn.
near the close enough to the pier that you can safely. Good times.
Oh, we got Taryn Rogers from Kentucky. How's it going? Thanks for pulling up. We appreciate you.
He's gonna fight me. I grew up drinking Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels trash.
No, yeah, it'll be very similar to Joe Dirt, but I'm a lot bigger than Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt's like tiny compared to me.
I'm just a little dirt.
That's actually
just a
gonna
little
be fun.
kid.
I can't wait.
I was just a little kid and you left me behind.
I know a couple guys that
You
are
mean my
going to
rapper
try
name,
too.
Lil
And when they miss, I'm going to be talking the biggest smack I can. You know, but it should be fun. We're literally getting paid for 4 hours to mess around.
That's always a good time.
So I actually saw there's this mall close to where my work is. Behind it is parked a circus. Like you can see all the rides folded up, sitting on trailers. I was like, I took a picture of it and I sent it to the plant manager. I said, "What did you do?" And he goes, "No, not all that."
I was say I can't trust fair rides, man. When I'm sitting there watching that shit shake or like watching like the welding on something, and I'm like, I can't trust that.
Well, looking at how many pieces it breaks down to, I don't think I would trust the rides at a mobile circus. You know what I mean?
What were you saying, Kenny?
I forgot.
Apologies. I was talking about it before you got on, Kenny. Your boy Brock Purdy made his debut on the top 100 list.
Oh, that's nice.
Officially 85.
That's pretty good, I guess. Not bad. Carson Schwesinger's 93. I know that.
He deserved it. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Rookie.
Yep. Teddy McKenna wasn't too far behind him. They're saying Trenton might be in trouble.
Schwesinger.
And I wasn't crazy about him. He was in UCLA, and I looked up his stats and I watched, and I just wasn't that crazy about him.
It was pretty good,
but I did put him in my rankings, but I just wasn't crazy about the guy.
Was that the draft class? There wasn't a lot of middle linebackers we really liked. I feel like it was.
There had to have been at least 4 or 5 we liked, because I had Schwesinger, I think.
There's always like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
but
well, I had Schwesinger like 5 or 6 or something like that, so it wasn't that bad. But I just didn't see him because the year before, the difference in players. But last year, the last draft we just had, it was very hard to see the difference in players. It was almost like there were just a ton of players that were good to above average, and then you had to just pick scheme guys at that point because they were so hard to differentiate from. It was a weird draft. It was a fun draft for teams, I bet.
Which the next draft, though, you're saying should be even funner, right? Like better.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, the next draft. I don't know. I know that there are going to be scouts that look at like 1,200 to 2,000 players next year. I think. I don't know how they do it. I'm going to try and look at 300 for the 27 draft. It's incredible.
That's why I usually wait till actually it's declared, because I might spend so much time scouting a junior that might not be coming out, or
that's another thing. That's the worst part, because now I'm starting to hear about
but at least
kids who are just committing.
Next year,
that's what sucks, though, right? You're like learning about these kids who you like, and they're just committing. So like you've got a while before. So it's gonna. I don't think I'll forget them, but like it's so long from now that I'm actually going to be able to draft these guys.
You basically just got to keep the rotating file going. It's like,
I'm going to have, I'm doing it with playlists. I have no other room anywhere else to do things like that. So,
mentioning playlists, too bad.
You're underrated, by the way.
I've heard rumors about the Eagles offensive coordinator a little bit, that he really just had been building a playbook over the past couple of years, just whenever he saw something. And
so he had I get it. So he's got his best things that he's along the way.
Exactly. And
he made a folder of like all the
system out of that.
From a city named after him. We got Corona. What up, buddy?
Where you been, little Ray?
You don't care. What is happening?
I'm partying All-Stars right now.
Right now, this is true. World Cup going on.
Yeah, is the U.S. playing right now?
Yeah, they won. They won 2-0.
But aren't they playing for no reason, though, or something like that?
No, they're going to the Sweet 16 now.
Oh, okay.
Because they got out of the group stage.
Well, because that's the thing. The last time I thought it was them in Turkey, but the game didn't mean anything.
Because they won 2. They won 2 games.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'm not following it, so I was like, oh no, what the hell? What's that?
You know what's
What does
funny?
that mean?
I was actually talking to my coach today about this. I was like, I didn't realize this as a kid, but watching some of the World Cup coverage, I'm like, I didn't realize how much I was shifting our lines constantly, even up to the midfield lines all game long. Because I was always taught as a goalkeeper, you command the field. No one's got a better field of the view of the
And they
field
were
than
playing
you
in
than
our
the coach.
stadium too, Kenny.
Oh yeah,
But
Levi's? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Santa Clara.
That's cool. What's up, Chad?
Mexico plays England on Monday at 12 in the morning.
12. Wow.
Chadwick is in the chat. Chadwick.
Oh, what's up, Chad?
What's up, Chad?
That's his Yale name because he went to Yale. We were
So
at
he's a
Yale.
Giga Chad.
happening, buddy?
We were both at Yale for one semester.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
What I would give, I'd love to go to Yale.
I mean, I just want to party at Yale. I don't need to go there. You know what I mean?
I saw an article on NFL actually earlier. Pretty cool thing. So
Whoa.
the Bears, of course, traded DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills.
And that's
so
considered one of the bigger trades of the offseason, by the way.
I've been watching DJ Moore since Carolina days. Like,
That was to the Chargers?
With
To
nobody.
the Chargers, right?
Now he's on Buffalo. So he's got Josh Allen. Honestly, this is the closest Josh Allen's had a number one since Stephon Diggs left.
Yeah, but he doesn't share the ball.
On the goal line, that is.
Okay, give you that.
His running backs definitely hate him for that. The fantasy owners do too.
I mean, last year I was saying, and I've given him plenty of shit. You could see it anywhere. But with him, I just feel like they've given him plenty of opportunities. He's in a crap division. Like, what is your excuse, bro? Come on, dude.
You know what's funny? Talking about the fantasy thing. There was a player that recently was on a podcast, and he talked about how some of his teammates are obsessed with their phones at halftime and go in there and be looking at what people say on Twitter and fantasy. And the NFL hasn't really said anything about it yet because it's against the rules for them to have any kind of outside communication device.
Right. You could be cheating.
Exactly. Or, throwing a game.
Or betting.
Exactly.
I don't know. These are I guess they're not grown men. These are children who grew up with their phone since they were 5, 6 years old. That's the difference. Like, I don't need a phone. I can go 2 weeks without a phone. Go camping for 2 weeks. No phone. No problem.
Oh, that's good for you.
Yeah. Detach
Reset your brain a little bit.
Absolutely. Your brain is all effed up.
That
all of us.
I did every year for my birthday. I'd go out to the Blue Ridge and camp.
We're basically being right now, guys. We're basically being trained by AI. If you don't realize that by now, I don't know what to tell you. But right now, AI is training us.
I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I do have
not to. Well, we can. Maybe we could do it at the end of the show from now on.
For the first time in human history, it has officially been confirmed that bot traffic outpaced human traffic on the internet.
Yeah, so I'm very careful about who I argue with now. Yeah, I'm definitely a lot more careful who I argue with now.
Yeah, that's where a lot of them were before, but now,
wasting my time.
What is the bots are simultaneously searching through websites, and that is considered visit traffic, basically.
They're just trying to learn about you, brother.
And the AI does it instead,
And they're also trying to learn about you. All these fake things. They you're going to give details of where you're from and who you like and what you like and what you don't like. So
we're all in the algorithm. Some of us just get a different one.
That's right. I'm pretty sure everyone in this panel is going to be cloned from the AI that I use.
So I don't know if y'all heard, dude. There was tragic news on the Ravens side.
And he's going to be a helmet boy.
Helmet boy, let's go. That's equipment manager, baby. That's a high-paying job.
Tragic news, Levi.
So
your episode comes soon, Corona. Your episode is a couple days.
Back Calais Campbell, who's 40 years old, and I fucking love Calais.
Oh yeah.
His mom was found dead. Apparently, his brother that struggled with mental illness took his mother's life. So Calais lost his mother today, and
and I'm sure they tried to help the brother. That's the sad part,
I haven't gone down that route yet, man. I do going to be on a mission this fucking
You delay it as much as possible because they're your own family, but it can wind up burning you.
Yeah, the NFL article talks about how there have been a lot of calls to the house over the past few years, and
I feel like we need social people to just give us a call or drop by, knock on the door once in a while, and just check on people, bro. It's crazy out here, bro. There's people who need jobs, man. There's people who need jobs. Yeah, but in Florida, they're still out there pushing the Mormon Bible and everything and little umbrellas.
people joke about, just a shift, and I think almost anyone would agree here. Like back in the day, someone knocked on your door, and you're like, "Oh, someone knocked on my door."
Yeah, but now
Wonder
you
who
pull
it
your
is.
gun out, right?
Now
you
you're
grab
like,
your gun and you
someone
open a little
fucking knocking
bit,
on my door, bro.
and you're like, "Shut up, dogs! Shut up!" I'm afraid of dogs. I'm
You
like, then
can't
get the
start
fuck off.
lifting in the Lil Wayne song with the gang till
He
the
masked
shots
up.
fired. Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Lil
Well,
Wayne.
So, guys, what do you call a guy with Down syndrome who has a gun?
Oh god!
Oh,
Special
no.
Forces.
Yes. Yay.
And you get a special helmet, sir.
Yay. Yay.
I mean, it's like that made me chuckle, so I had to,
Well, you guys remember the Michael Jackson joke? What's Michael Jackson's favorite comic book hero? Do you guys remember that one?
Oh no.
Wolverine.
Now I just want to see a rendition of like Michael Jackson with the Wolverine claws.
I think I had a picture of it. I promise you, Levi, just look it up. That's where I got it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I got it right off the internet. I put in Wolverine, Michael Jackson. There he was.
By the way, I'm like reading through all the NFL stuff today. Apparently, the guard for the Houston Texans said, "Mark my words, we're going to the Super Bowl this year."
Wow, that's a tough division this year, huh?
That's a tough test.
Is it a tough division?
Well, you got
the Colts who just
Steichen in his last Steichen might be on the hot seat.
Jaguars
He's going to be taking
the
shit
Texans,
serious.
and that's it.
No, they got another team.
Liam Cohen.
Titans?
Jacksonville, yeah.
Well, you got Robert Saleh's defense, a bunch of rookies. You never know what's going to happen with the Titans. They can win 8 games.
I think the Titans need another year.
Yeah,
they might need another couple years, but still, they're going to win games.
But I mean,
depends on
when it comes to the Colts, they're just at the point. Just tear it down, start rebuild, start fresh.
Yeah, it's funny when you say
you
Colts.
Guys can only do this for so long. Like last year, they're always a quarterback away too. Like look at some of the teams they've had.
And now they got DJ.
He'll get hurt.
2 things about the Colts. I just heard a little word that maybe Jonathan Taylor to the Green Bay Packers, but that's just something I heard. I'm not saying there's anything to that. The other thing about the Colts is when I think about the Colts, all I think about is when Brock threw 5 touchdowns on their ass. Remember that? That was awesome.
Monster.
It was good stuff. Brock Purdy lighting up the Colts. And that was when the Rams played them, I think, the week before, and they only put up like 17 points or something. I believe that's what made it more special.
I think it was like 16-10, I think, or 16.
Yeah, that was the
13.
Rams game with them, something like that.
Yeah,
and then Purdy went off on the Colts. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 45.
That was neither defense could stop a Bayfree baby from crawling game. That was like,
See, that's why you don't get rid of Isaiah Oliver, guys. I tried to tell you all. But you wanted to move off. You wanted to move off of Isaiah Oliver 5-6 years ago, whenever it was.
And
he was a good run defender, but when it comes to actually covering someone,
all right. But here's what I will say, and I said it after the Super Bowl: had he been in there, Isaiah Oliver, instead of that guy that they brought in from the Patriots, or remember they brought some free agent in?
The guy they brought in who was on a cruise ship.
I don't know, but it was Isaiah Oliver where he would have been when Kansas City scored that touchdown, where we could have made that tackle if it was Isaiah Oliver. And
That's true.
And whoever Kyle signed from free agents that was a veteran from New England or something like that he got off waivers, he wanted that guy in there, and that guy blew it. And it was a total disaster. Good thing nobody's keeping track of Kyle's mistakes, bro. Just saying.
And deep winners, too.
Welcome to my years of Harbaugh, Kenny.
Oh, I said, did you see my message? Harbaugh and Monken, week 15.
I did see that. My bad.
We should all go there.
That's exciting.
We should fly there. I don't even know where the game is, Cleveland or New York. I don't care. I'll drive there.
Cleveland game would be
Niners
crazy,
and Giants?
bro.
No, Cleveland and the Giants, because
Cleveland fans are just
Harbaugh
different.
would be playing his old offensive coordinator, Monken.
Oh, yeah.
That would be crazy.
Cleveland fans are like Philly fans, but they're actually not as mean. Not nearly as mean.
The Cleveland fans are pretty
They're
nice.
They probably make it. They probably make it
loyal, bro. They
in
have
Cleveland.
been through it for like what 40
Yeah.
fucking years.
Can you just imagine still being a Browns fan, knowing that you're never going
It's
to
like
win?
being
Ever,
a Cowboys
ever,
fan,
ever,
but
ever.
you never won any Super.
Oh wow, yeah. That wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah.
You know what though? For me, like when I think of just football in general, I think of the Bears and the Browns and the Packers and like the Giants because I mean not that I watched football in the 20s. Just saying, yeah. I just remember the older teams.
You know what?
Even from movies.
I'm looking through this list of like players most improved, and I just keep forgetting that Jonathan Grenard got traded to the Eagles for 2 third-round picks in the draft.
Wow. Oh yeah, that was
He's
like one of the
29.
last things, right?
Yeah, and bro.
Well, Howie Roseman, he's always doing something.
I mean, they got good production out of Jalen Phillips. Jonathan Grenard's a whip.
Well, I don't know about what you guys are hearing, but I'm hearing a lot of people say that the Philly's the best team in the NFC. I think it's the Falcons, but you guys can decide for yourself.
I hate to be that person. It's hard not to look at the Rams a little bit.
Yeah, but the thing with the Rams, and I don't know if you know this, and I think maybe more people in the Niner community are starting to know this, they're in a position of where they have like very little depth. So any major injury to somebody important is going to hurt them pretty badly. And like someone like Stafford, I don't know how the man is standing. God bless him.
Their entire Super Bowl hope goes away. But
and you know what happened to the Jets week 1?
They traded
when they added Aaron Rodgers at that age. So anything.
Tom Brady's coming out of retirement to play for the Rams.
Oh no, I heard Derek Carr. I heard Derek Carr is another name that I heard. Derek Carr.
I mean, shit. We saw what's his name? Fucking last year, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, he's ready.
Bro.
Oh, he'll probably do it again. He's got a lot of kids, I believe.
Dude, like 11.
I think that's what it is. Like, I think he needs some cash.
Hey, you know how much it costs to put that many kids through college these days?
Oh no, that's not how it works. If I had a bunch of kids, one's going to barber school, the other one's going to be like a technician on your nails, the other one's going to be like a mechanic, like the guy that like you call and he like comes and tows your car and fixes it at the same time while at your place. Those are the kind of kids I'm producing. I'm producing kids like the Bundys.
Mobile mechanics are actually a thing now.
A truck driver.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea, and you can work for yourself. You know what?
That's exactly what they do too.
What's up, Papa
J?
What's up,
Papa J? From the Houston area, we got Papa J.
Papa J, just so you're not confused when you're watching some shorts on a certain channel, you have a twin sister now. It had to be that way. I tried everything, but you have a twin sister. So
who's my twin sister?
She's also PJ. So I just so you know, from now on you're going to see the two of you in a lot of things because I couldn't separate them. Yeah, the AI was not cooperating.
All good.
All right.
By the way, they have Ricky Pearsall listed as one of the guys for a breakout campaign as well.
I mean, year 3, he better.
And with the first round essentially picked behind him.
Actually stay healthy.
That's just it. If he stays healthy and it's year 3, he has to do something. I mean, that's just what it is. And then same thing with like Stribling. If Stribling works out and Evans and Kirk, I mean, let me tell you right now, the Niners will put up 50 plus on you. Don't think they won't. It doesn't matter how bad our defense may be or could be. I'll tell you right now.
I feel like the Mike Evans signing also is a clear statement by your GM that, this is a Super Bowl team within 1 to 2 years. Because that's all Mike Evans got left. It's about 2 years.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
I think
he still
Ricky
got it at $1K a season.
I think if Ricky don't step up, I think he's gone.
I think
it could be a
that would be
deal.
That's another thing that could happen. Yeah.
I pray for y'all. I'm knocking on fucking wood. Like I said, I know a good bit about Mike. He's had some like soft tissue injuries that kind of hang him up a little bit. But I also think his coaching staff was really bad at how they used him.
If you're talking about Evans,
yeah,
Evans is probably not going to be asked to do what he's been asked to do in the past. So it could be a very nice, cushy 12 to 15 touchdown season for him.
He's not going to, like Tampa Bay was out there fucking lighting it up with Baker Mayfield. Y'all can run the ball effectively.
Well, listen, you remember
protect him rep-wise.
Todd Monken was there with Jameis Winston.
Bro, did you see Jameis talk about World Cup? Did y'all see Jameis with the?
Jameis doesn't he host for like NBC or somebody now or ABC
Oh
or
my! I
somebody?
gotta find this. Hold
Because
up.
if I'm
I'm gonna find this
I'm
clip.
like I'm not an
No
agent, but if
sponsor.
I
No sponsor.
was, boy, do I like Jameis Winston as my client.
Dude, like Jameis is.
I could have Jameis host so many different things if he's my client. You know what I mean? People love that guy. Fitzpatrick is also taking advantage of hosting things and stuff like that. He's got a good personality.
I got this.
Papa J, you watching the game or
David
what?
Aver-
No,
Jameis Winston
I
was
just got
spotted
done
in a full.
watching the,
Sorry.
In Norway? Is that a
World
Norway
Cup.
game?
Yeah, me
For the
too.
Norway Ivory Coast game.
Oh, was he doing the row? Ooh,
He's eating W's, bro.
ooh.
How drunk is Jameis on 110?
Wow. What a
Fucking
nut.
hilarious, bro.
Oh my
love
god!
Jameis.
Actually, I don't know if you guys ever heard this. I mean, I guess people can dispute it if you want, but apparently, I've heard of like there were African Americans in Viking territory at one point, so there were Black Vikings. Just for historical purposes, I'm going to point that out.
Now we're gonna make an anime about it. It's the first black.
Oh, Papa J, I don't
Alright,
think
there
you
we
even.
go.
I didn't tell Papa J yet. We're going to be doing like a Strike Force, like a comic book hero one after the Little Kenny series. It's going to be fun. It's funny as hell.
I'm gonna get with.
I like this new one that you're doing with Kenny's.
Yeah, the
building a
Little
team.
Kenny one, that's going to be, that's just going to be, it's basically like 24 or 25 1-minute things. So it's one episode. Like it's one episode.
Nice. Yeah, I'm liking that one.
Yeah, everyone's going to be in it. You just got to wait your turn.
Was that me and you
We
at the bank?
No, it was McNiner, but the AI goes weird. It gets weird, the AI, and all of a
We're gonna
sudden
start a
now,
team.
No, all of a sudden I don't have my beard.
yeah,
I was like,
all of a
huh?
sudden you don't have a beer. We're the same size, and like
Bro.
it
They
just,
they
I
changed
feel you,
it.
Kenny, because I played
saw
around with
that.
AI a lot, man. It's so frustrating. You're like, no, keep it the same, but
I'm like,
just
no,
change this one
do
thing.
not change the character's appearance. Do not.
Guy's got
Don't
no
you dare.
eyebrows the next time.
Yeah, he's one eyebrow and like a pirate hat, and it's like, dude, now you're just fucking with me. Because I tell you what, the AI will do that. If you piss it off, it will do things exactly the opposite of what you ask.
Dude, sometimes it gives me a septum ring. I'm looking at it like, huh?
Yeah, it does. Sometimes you have like a bull like ring here, and you have 2 earrings.
I'm
Sometimes you have
just
1
like,
earring.
eh?
Sometimes you have no earrings. Sometimes you have a mustache. Sometimes you have no glasses. It's like, what the fuck? I think like McNiner's a diva is always making costume changes. Cut.
Hey,
I need my
Disney, I want
glasses.
to wear
Hey,
this.
Kenny, pit me with a face mask like an umpire or something like that.
Oh, you're gonna be on the
Good
team.
chat.
We find
Okay.
we find you on a bus.
I heard
You're gonna
Okay.
be,
that. So I was
your
like,
episode's
"Shiesty."
coming up soon. Yeah, it's just that it's gonna be the 4th of July, so Monday is when it's gonna start up again. I got one today, I think, one tomorrow, and then that's it until Monday.
So what? So I'm going in the bus or what?
Yeah, so the kids have to like they're gonna ride the bus all the way up out of town because they have to find kids from other places to join the team, and so
Yeah.
you're already gonna be on the bus,
So
and then
what
we're
you
gonna meet
do
you there.
is you keep the bus theme, but you keep changing it. One day we're the Magic School Bus. The next day we're the Fortnite School Bus.
No, that would be great. But you know
Yeah.
when sometimes you can't answer stuff like that because it's like, I'm sorry, Google terms do not let
Oh, dude. I
you
love-
cannot look like Indiana Jones. It is not allowed. And I'm like, but I wanna.
Oh, I know that because I asked AI, hey, AI, can you help me with my lottery numbers?
Yeah.
I cannot. Okay, can you just produce me a number set within these parameters? That seems like you're producing. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. How about we try wording this a different way and just sat
Yeah.
there and ran it down on the AI?
The thing is, I use a free AI, so like I only have so many tries. I have to be really good,
Yeah, that is one.
or I'll run out of tries. And if you use them too much, they'll be like, all right, look, it costs a
No,
lot of
right.
electricity
That's
and a
where
lot
you
of
use-
water to make these stupid cartoons.
Get
So
on the
chill
bus,
out.
Gus.
Oh my God, they're building a data center here, and it went from 7
Did they
acres to like
protest?
1,000.
Oh yeah,
They
well of
are
course.
now.
They'll
It
buy
was,
everything.
It was zoned for 7 acres. It was supposed to be a tiny little one.
Just in
and
the
then they
last
bought,
few
like,
years,
1,000 acres. And we're like, hey,
billionaires
by the
and
way,
millionaires, they've been buying up all the land because land is really what you
it's
want.
right up there by Lake Okeechobee, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow,
Big old
that'll
one.
all be underwater in like 20 years, but whatever.
Damn, Steve. Okay, well, if they don't get hurt, how about that?
By the way, I didn't know Xavier Watts. You know who was,
Yeah,
was my guy.
safety for Notre Dame.
Came in 4th in Defensive Rookie of the Year voting, 5 interceptions and 11 passes deflected.
Wow, who came before him? Because
In
he was really
Atlanta's
good.
defense?
I guess.
Atlanta?
Did Emanwari be getting put before him, rookie?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure on the full.
Okay.
But probably
All right.
you can argue. Korey was just the guy, the measurables you had to just take a shot on him.
I mean, he was just added to an incredible defense already. How could he not be very good?
That definitely helped. And also, the thing is, McDonald is very particular about how his safeties play. Like, the first thing he did when he got there was cut both safeties.
Yeah.
And he was just trying to find his guy. Same thing with his linebackers. He's gone through a ton of linebackers, but it's because he knows what he needs to be at that level of his defense.
Well, listen, I love
him.
It's going to be tough for them to go back, and these people who are saying they're going to be like 15-2. I'm sorry, I don't know how you really believe that. That's insane to me.
The division.
Who?
Just our division alone, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're saying the Rams going like 16-1.
No, they're saying the Seahawks.
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm like, I would I would believe that more about the Rams. Which video?
So Steve-O, I did watch the video, and I mean, it's just at this point, I think everyone's sick of it.
What a terrible.
We're talking about that one guy, that
Brandon Ayiuk.
That one guy. That one
the guy nobody here.
He who shall not be named.
The guy nobody here wanted to resign.
I wanted to resign.
Did you really?
First to admit.
I said trade him. Let's get some picks.
Yeah, I wanted to trade his dumb ass for a haul. We don't need a fourth option, dude.
No, he was a great player. He knew Kyle's scheme. He was blocking. He was one of the best blocking wide receivers out there. He was coming through every single time. He did fine. He did great in the Super Bowl. The only thing that messed up is they should have signed it before the Super Bowl.
Maybe that's
Diva stuff would have come out.
I mean, the real question is how much.
I just don't want to spend that much money on him, to be honest. That's really all it was.
He would have gotten. I bet you he would have gotten $80 million for maybe 2 or 3 years. For 4 years.
I think there's wide receivers. For me personally, there's wide receivers everywhere.
At a very, very cheap price. If
we would have
Brandon Ayiuk.
If they would have signed him after his 3rd season, we could have.
So
I don't think his agent wanted him to. I don't think his agent allowed him.
And it's like something happened, and I'm not saying that the relationship would be fine if we would have done that. Because at this point, I think it's all him. I think honestly,
he's just not the right player.
Seek some help.
Kyle is the wrong
now.
coach.
Who's giving him advice? Like he doesn't have an agent. The guy that he was working with says that he's even off his chains. That was what TJ Hushmazada. He said the guy's off his chains. So who's giving him advice? His girlfriend, the little guy on the shoulder with the horns.
Maybe ChatGPT or like
Grok. He needs to. He
ask.
Seriously needs to go see someone.
How much of the story
you need God?
And then follow-up question: how much of it should he really be that upset about? If the story is true, y'all probably know something more than me, but it didn't seem like anything too out of line for someone that you just thought might be going through something.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with Brandon Ayiuk, but I do know this.
This is what I know. AJ Brown situation? Did somebody fuck somebody's?
Kyle is the wrong person to be coaching Brandon Ayiuk. Just like I believe Kyle would be a terrible coach for Shedeur Sanders. There are just people who don't belong together. Brandon Ayiuk and Kyle Shanahan are not a good mix. Even though he loved him.
Now look. In the last, TJ saying don't sign him or fire Peters. This is true. But at this point, Adam Peters needs to come out and say we want nothing to do with them, or they're looking at getting tampering possibly. Because why does he keep saying the Commanders constantly and he'd sign with them tomorrow? How does he know that?
They're stacked at receiver, bro. I don't know.
Exactly, but how does he know that, right?
Supposedly he's saying
because his quarterback friend thinks.
Yeah, they went back to LSU together.
Yeah, Daniels
and Ayiuk were at LSU.
But it's just like you have cooked your NFL career. You've cooked it.
Yeah, he's messing
You
up.
are not any
John Jay.
team in the
What's up, John
NFL is
Jay?
going to look at you and they're going to think
Can
about
I-
Antonio Brown, and they're going to be like, "No thanks."
Guys,
But Brandon was talking about John Lynch showing up at his house like a creeper. Dude, he showed up at your house because you weren't talking to the team.
Wellness check, basically. Like same
He
thing.
showed up
check,
at the
talking
house
to
to
his
see
wife
what was going
supposedly
on.
To check on him, from
I
what I
mean-
understand.
Kyle Shanahan is just as to blame for Brandon Ayiuk as Brandon Ayiuk. I've been saying this all week in chats. I've been talking about it. Kyle is on the phone on draft day with Brandon Ayiuk, telling him if he was there at 13, he would have taken him and not Kinlaw. Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb went 17th and 22nd. Kyle doesn't know shit about drafting a wide receiver. Period.
Now, was that actually true, or is that speculation?
That's on film. The call is on film. It's like that was the call. That was their call when Kyle spoke to Brandon Ayiuk on the phone. He said, if you were there at 13, I would have taken you. That means he didn't like Justin Jefferson and he didn't like CeeDee Lamb. And dude, I promise you, everyone in here who evaluated that draft would have had those two guys ahead of Brandon Ayiuk. I don't care what anybody says. That's the truth.
For sure.
Period.
Yeah,
Everyone
for sure.
in here would, but he knows better because he knows how to draft. He knows the reaches and all that. He knows what he's doing.
I did evaluate the draft. I didn't like Henry Ruggs. I didn't like Jerry Jeudy.
Very smart. Very smart.
And they had them and CeeDee Lamb as the top three. Those were the top three wide receivers.
Ruggs and Jeudy wound up having behavioral issues, and
But
that's another thing.
I mean,
Judge of character is important.
That's not either here nor there. At this time, he
You
has
get a
not.
shirt.
If he files his reinstatement paperwork, that's when the Niners will cut him.
Do we get all that money back though?
I thought we were entitled to money.
Now at this point, we are at a point where we could go after that signing bonus and get anywhere from 13.8 to 18.4 back from Brandon Ayiuk.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Oh wow. He doesn't have
But
that
it'd be
now.
a credit. It's not like you're getting it from Brandon himself.
I don't think he has it. Anyway.
It's a cap credit.
Yeah.
So what the league does is it kind of gives you that back in a cap space.
The league is the middleman.
2027 wouldn't count for this year, but they don't go
Skimming.
after his bank account and take it out of his bank account. The only
Go ahead.
That'd be cooler if we could.
Look them all up.
Another team, and he signed a contract with another team. He
last
doesn't.
two.
They can't take that money away from his check. The only people that can do that is the federal government. If you take him to court through federal government,
Right, it has
they
to be
say
federal.
that, you did something bad and you need to give that money back. That's the only way they can garnish that money from his check. Other than that, it's his money. But yeah, the league can definitely give them credit as in cap space credit, but nothing else.
Either way, he's bad news bears.
There's no guarantee that the Commanders probably wouldn't sign him literally.
Well,
Just
just look at their roster on wide receiver, Levi. Would you? You don't need them. There are a bunch of young, very interesting wide receivers on the team. You already got McLaurin. You got your wide receiver one, which if you remember last year, guys, Sam Darnold threw to two people. AJ Barner, the tight end, and JSN, the wide receiver. Go look at anybody else's stats. They got nothing. He literally did it with one wide receiver, one tight end, and two mid running backs. However you want to feel about that.
Not even
statement.
Cup?
Whatever. No, Cup and Rashid, they didn't do much. And I don't think either one of them was healthy the entire year. And Horton was also out right away, who had 6 touchdowns. If they had Torrey Horton all year, then that would have been a different story. I think they all would have 8. But they only had one guy, JSN. He was the only one that was really getting open. And their tight end, AJ Barner. You can look it all up.
The
So
white
you
guy
don't
with the
need
long hair?
9, 10 receivers and
Kenny?
3 running. What's that?
The guy with the long hair?
Which one?
The tight end?
I don't know if he has long hair. AJ Barner, I think he was a rookie last year in the draft.
80,
Correct,
80,
from
89,
Michigan.
something like
Yeah,
that?
from Michigan. The guy
Barner
before
was actually
Loveland.
the number one blocking tight end in that draft.
He was
okay.
before
Love the
Loveland.
pick. Yep.
And then we got the guy after Loveland, I believe. Oh, no, we didn't get the guy after that. We got the guy after Tyler Warren from Penn State. Dinkins or Dunkins or something like that.
Are we talking some Brandon Ayiuk?
Oh, John Jay.
And going back to that, what McNiner was saying about calling Lynch a creep.
I feel like you do, Steve-O. If anybody cares, it's you.
If I paid you $50 million to do a job and you don't show up and you don't answer your phone, you bet your ass I'm going to come to your house and knock on your door. And with a bat. And you know what? I'll do it for $20. If I give you $20 to cut my lawn, I will show up to your house with a bat.
I got a $5.
Papa J.
I got 5 on it.
Papa J will pull up.
I'll pull up. You
With
owe
a
me a
big ass
joint.
with a big ass doobie.
He's like, "Where's my drink, homie?"
Papa lives in Texas. Don't make him pop that trunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't ever wait in the trunk and Papa J's gonna open it later and you're gonna surprise someone. That's not gonna happen. You ain't coming out the trunk.
I'm not wearing no camouflage for no reason, man. I'll come out of
Papa
them
J
bushes.
keep that 38 special to bless him even when nobody's sneezing. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go Desert Eagle. Desert Eagle.
I got a 38 in one hand and a Bible on the other one. Which weapon do you want me to use?
And usually the Bible
Sorry.
that Bible has been known to stop bullets. Sorry.
All I'm saying is my thing with self-defense in that category is the most important thing is how quickly can you get your sight on target. And the 38 is my preference as well.
That's why I like a lock-on target like Bond or like like the video games. They're like, no, your laser gets stuck on anybody. You just have to tap left. I'm the best. Tap, 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 tap. You're all dead.
Get to this warfare.
Yes!
This drone simulator is really fucking cool. Where did they say this country was? What if some comedian made a joke about that? He's like, I'd love to see all the rednecks who are like, no, I need this gun for the government. And he's like, it's just 50 of them in a field. And then they got some guy named Jim in a bunker piloting a drone. Are they all standing together in a circle? Yes, they are.
Bro,
This doesn't seem fair.
Soon there's going to be like foot soldiers just running from like teenagers drinking like pup sodas and like they're like, you're owned, buddy. Psh, drone, 17-year-old drinking a Slurpee, killing soldiers. Because we need younger soldiers, by the way. We got to start recruiting much earlier.
Interesting to watch. The entire world is watching right now in multiple places because we are seeing the future of warfare. I'm sorry, Dave, if I go on one last tangent here. Everything else something the UK military's been working on way before 3D printers were even fucking viable. The UK government wants to design a cruiser style of ship that is basically kind of like we took the A-10 Thunderbolt and we're like, hey, this gun's fucking awesome. Let's build a plane around this gun. The British government was like, hey, let's make a giant ass 3D printer and build the entire ship around it. So the entire ship is built.
That's fucking crazy.
Just nonstop submarine, submersible drones, helicopter drones, long distance, every type of drone that you could ever need to.
All right, I hope it's not made from plant-based plastic.
And then they take this shit another step further. Have y'all ever seen?
Eaten.
Y'all ever seen that technology where we use cameras to basically reflect what's behind us to make something invisible?
To make you look invisible.
They want to coat the entire ship. So it's a cruiser class ship,
dude,
made to come in quiet, slowly, and just produce a mobile fucking drone army. And the only thing it carries is parts for the drones to be built, and of course the explosive ordnances that they then have to build within the casings to attach to the drones. It's fucking wild, bro.
Okay, I just want to bring up very quickly. Last week I talked about Wonder Woman's plane parked in Candlestick, and we can't see it because it's invisible. And then this shit. No, come on. I'm so fucking locked into the conspiracy. It's not even funny.
Hey, John Jay, were you gonna say something about Brandon?
Yeah, so sorry, John Jay.
Well, I haven't been keeping up with the Niners news with work and personal.
There is
stuff.
none.
And I want to tell you guys I was at the doctor, but I'm okay.
Okay. What did you go in for? When may we ask, or is that private?
Just
you definitely don't have to share that.
Just for a little like
checkup.
For those who don't know, like I was born with asthma, and so for some reason I was just having some issues breathing. I'm okay, so I haven't been really keeping up on the news, but there is a channel that like uploads Brandon Ayiuk stuff like daily, and it's just so hilarious.
Oh, negative stuff though.
It's just funny.
Okay.
But listen, I don't know what they're trying to do, but at this point, like, this is just my opinion. Like, if he's off the rocker, like, it's just let the leash go. Just chop the leash and let him go wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to cut that anchor, just let your wife float into the abyss. I mean, your stuff that you don't need anymore.
But I've been learning a new song, "Country Road," because that's the song of the U.S. national team because we won.
Hey, I know. This is the football channel.
West Virginia.
The Cubs beat the Padres 23-3.
That's horrible. Who was the pitcher? Did they burn out all their starters and closers and relievers?
I don't know.
We
play the Padres tomorrow.
Dude, at that point, you put in your backup third baseman and let him take the hit.
That's 3 touchdowns and a safety versus
set up the team.
23-3. I just seen the score right now.
Honestly, I think that pitchers will be out of baseball within 10 years. They won't be pitchers.
That's
hot
crazy.
take. You guys will
It'll
see.
be a robot?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to have. It's too hard. It's a lot of fucking stress on an arm. I don't know if you guys ever pitched when you were younger. It hurts like fucking hell sometimes. And I don't think human men are going to be able to keep up because you want people to throw over 100 miles an hour. That's what you want your closer to do. So those people, they're going to hurt themselves constantly. Forever and ever. It doesn't make any sense.
On the junior level, 2 kids already hurt the shoulders already. They're out.
Tommy John has become so common in a young age. That was never a thing before. People are just doing it before they even get hurt, I believe.
It's obvious they teach it right away. So hard, man.
That's from parents making their kids throw screwballs and cutters and stuff
I played first base.
Knowing how to throw one.
I played first base. My arm feels wonderful. I loved it. All I had to do was bounce it off the floor for some infield practice. I'm like,
honestly, I threw my arm out playing baseball as a kid because my coach didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I was launching him from the fence all the way in, and I was like, "Oh, my arm hurts." He's like, "You're good, boy. Keep throwing."
Oh, there's a rule of thumb. There's 2 pitches you teach pitchers when they're young: the fastball, which is the most easiest and most common way to learn how to throw a baseball, and the changeup. The changeup is a version of a fastball, but it changes mid how you spin it. So
especially in slow motion, it looks beautiful. By the way,
yeah. So the reason why you teach those 2 pitches for elementary and middle school is for them to learn how to grip the ball. When they're in high school, when their arms are starting to, build, how the body's supposed to be
still developing.
Then they can continue and learn how to throw all the other pitches. Because if you're telling a child to throw the curveball or throw the changeup or throw the slider, what you're doing is that.
But we need to win the semi-quarter tournament this week.
Listen, John Jay, I was just going to tell you that. That's why I stopped playing right field and throwing the ball home into third to second or whatever, because I had to move to first base because when I was younger, I did throw a slider and I threw a curveball and I was only in Little League. And so that's why I said I used to be in a great deal of pain when at least when I pitched. I also don't have a great shoulder. My shoulders are all messed up. If I bench press, my shoulders get all effed up. So I have to do just regular.
Click.
Can't do that shit.
Yeah. Crazy juice. I feel you on that.
The other reason you
50 years old
is accuracy. That's all you need. All you need to learn is accuracy, and you can't learn accuracy throwing sliders or screwballs or curveballs.
Oh no, it wasn't about that. Most sliders hit the dirt before it reached the catcher.
Hey man, I'm with Crazy Juice. You're fine. Just rub some dirt off.
Shout out.
We have one pitcher when I played.
What's up, Crazy Juice?
They called him Hurricane, and he just threw so fucking hard, had no accuracy. And our coach would be like, just stand up there, and if he hits you, you're all right.
Yeah.
Just don't even swing. Just take the walk or get hit.
Well, you know, from Little League, some kids were just afraid of the ball. I used to get hit all the time, my shoulder and my helmet, and just take a fucking hit for no
No
reason.
Chad,
I
no
can't even play
Chad.
softball anymore. I don't know what point in my life, but I have a horrible tendency to always push the ball straight back at the pitcher.
Listen,
I don't know
was-
why. I square that shit up and like
Because you're a
I
stone
don't
cold
fucking
killer.
need to.
Listen,
I
was
joke
the
it's something
first,
about the karate.
I was the
the fight.
first to pioneer. Well, I don't know if I was the first to pioneer, but I was like, everyone looked at me so weird every time I would, hit. I had the shoulder pads, an elbow, a knee, and ankle. And my
Yeah.
coach was like,
Swag. That's what I hear.
and my coach was like, unnecessary. But then he started to realize it kind of makes sense because
You could take an easy hit.
Yeah, and so over time, about 20 years, after my playing days are over, I see kids in my communities, their parents are buying them like the full arm all the way down to their elbow, and the full like it's like a sleeve now that like connects when they hit. Now it's like a new like a type of technology. But you go back 20 years when I played, it was not even common. Like they would get hit, and so. Today now, like they have made so much protective gear that now even the helmets have the gate just like the softball for the women. Now,
Oh, the mask goes like that.
yeah, you even have like a custom where it's like a plastic. So if you don't want the grill on it, you could have like a plastic shield. So yeah, the technology of like baseball equipment has changed since I played.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky for the new players, I mean. So
Also-
go ahead, John Jay.
Also, some clubs that I know that are private, like super private, get free stuff from like MLB because there's a program where like a coach can like put his information on the Major League Baseball database, and then they get special perks, and they also get free money, but then they also get to charge the kids, and so that's the problem when it comes to baseball that I argue with the new coaches of today. I don't like that system.
Yeah. I loved baseball when I was younger so much, but I just don't follow it anymore. But I remember one of my favorite gifts I ever got was a black and gold Easton bat. And bro, I thought that was the coolest fucking thing in the entire world. When I thought it was like my sword. It was my favorite thing. I took it to school. Teachers would be like, "Yo, they're like, you can't bring a bat to school." I'm like, I'm in 7th grade, bro. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do? Like, they're like, "Nah, just leave it with your shit." I'm like, "All right, dude, chill."
I got baseball practice after school. Teach.
I do. I really do.
Yep. I heard earlier because I was still watching the game. You guys were talking about the World Cup. Mexico won their first knockout game in 40 years, but
Wow.
they are trying to win their first round of 16 in 4 years. And the U.S. won their first knockout game since 2002, but we have been stuck at the round of 16 for the last 4 tournaments. So
they're not you don't think they're gonna get out of the Sweet 16?
We need to because we
Who did we draw in the matchup? Do we know yet?
Belgium.
Oh, that's good news actually, because if you guys haven't heard, the teams from Europe can't stand the heat here, and so it's a big disadvantage for them.
Now I know
And
you guys.
Mexico plays England.
Meanwhile, South American teams are like they're fine. Like they're not.
I saw the
affected by
Normandy
the
team.
heat.
They were all laying shirtless in the sun, saying
Yeah,
they were trying to
The
adjust in
European
the
countries
temperature.
are dying out there.
So
Meanwhile, France is actually in the middle of a heat dome
Oh
themselves.
shit, dude! I was just gonna say, like 1,000 people have died in
Yeah,
France because
France is
yo,
melting.
I had this conversation with someone in a comment section. And he's like, the whole civilized world has air conditioning. I'm like, bro, please don't make me do this. I'm like, I
Because
can't.
you
This is
say
why I
something
stopped.
confidently does not mean it's.
no.
The
I
Bay
swear to
Area
God.
finally started getting air conditioning
Yeah.
in their new
Yeah.
homes.
That's
I
what
know,
I'm
like-
saying, bro.
Yeah, like basically like San Francisco still has old houses from when they built them in the 20s.
Yeah.
Recently, the new homes that are being built that technically is being allowed to build, that's a different conversation, are putting air conditioner. For a city that people say, oh, we don't need air conditioner. Yes, we do, because there are worse times.
Bro, even if it's 10 days a year, why should you be dying of heat.
Well,
It doesn't make any sense.
Let's go back to the 49ers. Like, why do the Niners have like 2 night games in the first 8 weeks when we play at Levi Stadium? Because Santa Clara is a hot environment.
Oh, because it's outside. That's what the
Yeah.
NFL, I think, is just trying to take advantage of as many outdoor games as they can. Because I think in about 10, 15, 20 years, all domes.
Since we left Candles, that's been our pattern. Because the owners know that the stadium that was constructed was not meant for Santa Clara. They could have changed a different design, which really gets me my blood, boiling when I talk about the Levi Stadium. And so on the very first year, someone had a serious heat stroke. Luckily, they were able to, live. But then people were like, why are you charging water like $20? And then finally, 3 years later, they finally lowered the prices and put discount water because it's that hot.
Guys, just so you know, water is now traded on the stock market, and it's way more valuable than oil. Just a heads up.
So that's the thing why we play games like early in the year at night, because it is hot in that area.
Yeah, man. They love it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm working out at 107-degree temperatures.
Yeah, see, you get used to it. Like in my apartment, I think right now, it's like 85 degrees, and I only have a fan on. It doesn't really bother me.
I'll admit that, man. I'm like pushing.
I always need a fan on or the window open.
Yeah, I just need a little breeze.
Because you live in SoCal.
Just need some type of air.
SoCal, that's got to be bad.
No, it's hot over there.
Yeah, SoCal and Texas and Florida.
By the way, Curtis Workoff worked out the facility
You
as well.
can't
He was
put
there last
Texas
year.
and SoCal in the same word.
Oh, no?
In the same sentence.
I think Florida's worse than both of them.
Florida is just built different from
Arizona. That's a kind of heat.
Well,
that's
Levi, I want to remind you that there's a friend of mine who's a Bears fan for whatever the reason says Florida's the best state in the whole world.
Is it Caleb Williams?
Maybe.
Let me ask. Was he born here in Florida?
He said it was San Francisco's and what?
He said he was born in Chicago, or
yes, he was born in Chicago. Now he lives in Florida. He says the best state in the world.
I asked him all the time, like, do you like living here? And it's funny. There's always a coincidence generally with people that love living here.
They have a tan?
Generally, they were born or raised here, basically, and then they have not traveled. That's always my second follow-up question. I'm like, were you born and raised here? Yeah. And like, I'll look and be like, have you ever like visited other places? And they're like, oh, I've never left the state.
Why would you? You got everything in Florida.
Dude,
alligators,
in
swamps,
Southwest
flies.
Florida, it takes like fucking 12
cicadas,
hours to get out of the state. It's like driving through California long walks.
No, I hate Florida. I hate Florida so much.
Like I'm not lying. From where I'm at, it would take 10 hours, I think, to get out of the state.
Yeah.
In any direction.
Well, I know that it takes like 3.5, 4 hours to get from Miami to Deltona, which is about halfway. So.
Oh, dude, if you're on the East Coast, as long as there's not traffic, at least that route's short.
Oh, yeah, at least you got 95. 95 is quick.
Are you going in the games, Levi?
I'm southwest of Miami, technically.
Oh, so just getting
it
to
takes
the other
me about
side.
2 hours. Actually, I'm going literally to Miami tomorrow to go.
Do you go up to Tampa or do you go right to 95?
They're literally the same distance.
Okay.
But the problem is, if you go on the Tampa side, you're on the west side.
Is it cooler or something?
It gets hit differently, usually by the storms and the hurricanes.
Dude, last time I was in Tampa, it was so disgusting. They had red tide. It was so foul.
Oh, yeah, all our water's disgusting. Joe Stevens has a cousin that died.
Red tide.
I don't get that. What?
It's
Joe
like a certain
Stevens
week at a sorority house. No,
has like a cousin that came here to Florida and got a brain-eating amoeba and died. I'm not
damn.
shitting. Like, do not. It's because what it is, they took all the water from the pasture land up there where all the fertilizer's dumped in.
Ew.
It gets nitrogen rich. It develops all kinds of crazy shit, including those.
That's
amoebas.
why the reflecting pool
and then
has
they
algae.
run that shit down into the bay, basically.
Oh, shit. And then into the water and then to the ground.
Yeah, we've had so many fucking red tides.
We'll be dead
close to
soon.
Beaches, like it's a problem.
That's why I'm moving to the Appalachian Mountains with my families. The old families. The old families.
Catch me up on the hills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get some good dancing in.
We got moonshine.
Nobody parties like Appalachians. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You got some moonshine, some blackberries. Let's have a good
what
time.
you're telling me?
If you live after the apocalypse, you will find out.
So are you telling me that if I ever go to the Appalachians, I would have a good time?
I think you'd have a good time. You may have to stay out of the sun, though. You may, yeah, for a couple of weeks.
Well,
maybe.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you were here, Kenny. I was talking about this actually earlier because I used to go camping out in the Blue Ridge every year for my birthday.
Oh,
It's my annual
wow,
tradition.
okay.
Like,
That's pretty
I could
nice.
show you crazy.
Okay, so you're
waterfall
saying in the
pictures.
summer or skiing or summer?
In June,
Okay.
middle of fucking June, like deep summer. It's different unless you out actually on the mountainside. There is such great foliage coverage that even my ginger ass did not need sunscreen just sitting out there camping.
No, it's pure woods. It's
and
beautiful.
weirdly, because all the woods, it's cooler
It is
than
cool.
being out like out
And
in
you
the city.
get
Way
now. I've
cooler.
heard people say there were a rainforest dug up in there somewhere. But
It's called George's State Park. It is the
Okay.
only temperate rainforest climate on the entire East Coast. You got to drive all the way down in this fucking valley. I had me and two dudes in the car going there for a weekend, and like I thought it's one of those ones in the winter. If it freezes, they close the entire park because it's too dangerous to go down.
What's
into the
up,
valley.
Terry?
I'm curious, when you and these two guys were
This is where I found the
camping,
fucking giant.
did you take any Vaseline with you on this trip? Separate question.
We took a lot of things, but
no petroleum.
I tried to tell them. They were like, "Yo, I'm bringing beer and liquor," and I'm like, "Nah, dude. We're about to do so many miles of hiking. It's like 5 miles into our campsite." And like,
Day one, we use our bags of frozen.
I showed you all that
wings
picture of the wolf spider.
as
That's where
ice.
that shit was from. that little outhouse where that fucking wolf spider that's bigger than my 10-inch hand was
Oh,
guarding
gross. I
was
hate
the only
spiders.
outhouse for fucking 5 miles.
I don't need an outhouse.
I know. But gotta
All I
dig a
need
hole
is
in
a
the right
tiny,
area. Don't
all I need is a
affect the
tiny
watershed.
shovel. A tiny shovel, yeah, exactly.
Tiny shovel.
Tiny shovel, baby. That's why they give you one in the military, just in case you have
He's
to
not
take a
wrong.
pretty mean
He's
shit.
not wrong.
You can't just leave shits out, David.
But it's actually very important, like how you set up your latrines and
and
like,
how
dig
you put
I
your
forgot
poops
what it's
away
called.
when you're. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man.
You don't want to
Just make a big old hole
And
put
if
the
you
bag
gotta
in,
make a
that's it.
pee-pee, you pee-pee all around your campsite so that the bears come by
Oh.
and they're like, you know what? I'm not trying to fuck with humans because history has taught us not to fuck with humans.
I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask this: who's ever been camping at least once in their life?
Too many times, John Jay.
Well, the reason why I want to ask is because I don't know how old I was, but I think I was still in like grade school where I went to my first camping, and they pulled a prank on us. They gave us shovels, and we didn't know like why, so we're all confused. And then one day I just I'm gonna dig a hole because I'm bored, and then the guy comes in, perfect. Someone finally understood why I gave him shovels. I need you
Yeah,
guys
bro.
holes because these are our bathrooms. And then I
Right.
looked at it. What?
Oh, yo,
Did they give you a bag or
somebody
No
hands
bag.
me a shovel, I just start digging. That's just my.
They just gave you a shovel. They just said dig.
Yeah.
Just dig, boy.
If you're lucky to have a shovel when you're camping, you can make a very nice campsite.
Oh man, I got more camp stories, but that's for another time.
Oh boy, I got some
One time
band
in
camp
band camp?
stories. Band camp stories. Yeah, Papa J knows.
What's
hell
that?
yeah.
I'll say this is the one of my favorites. It's 100-foot tall
Yeah.
waterfall that you can actually walk up under. It's me out there getting ready
Pretty
to walk
nice.
up under
Yeah,
it. Like,
man.
The heck
Yeah,
is
Levi,
my
I-
middle?
I don't know for sure, Levi, but I think also up in New York, in the mountains up there, I think there's also supposed to be
oh,
like
yeah. There's some
in
nice
somewhere in New York, there's supposed to be some little Amazon rainforesty type of waterfall park or something where people walk like right under the waterfalls or something. I'm not saying it's a rainforest, but I think that's as close as you can get up north to
They got
anything
some
like
nice
that.
area up there, man. Wow.
Yeah, this is New York State above Albany. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
I know exactly. I only know.
So no,
'cause
you're
I-
like New Hampshire and like
uh,
Maine. You're getting
What is
up
that
there.
show? Treehouse Builders. They built a
Oh,
lot
dude,
of
I
really nice
wish.
ones up there in New York.
I would love a treehouse. That would
That's the
be
only
so
reason I know
cool.
it's so beautiful up there. They're like, yeah, we got 500 acres in upstate New York. And I'm
I
like,
always
what
wanted
the fuck?
2 tree houses with like the bridge between them, and then I wanted 2 tiny houses underneath them. That's my shit right there. If I can
That's
get
why
that,
I like to go camping. I grew up in the South. We were poor. We would just go play in the woods. So me and my older brother would just go build tree houses in our spare time when we weren't playing sports. Like, that
and
was
when
our
we
thing.
and you used to go to the beach and you used to build sandcastles, but now people don't do any of that
I'm
stuff.
ginger. I didn't like the beach.
People
had
go there and they
second
look
degree
at their
burn multiple
phones,
times.
guys. They go there and they look at their phones.
Like Katie, I'm just playing.
Me, I know everything that's already on the phone. I'm bored to death.
Actually, crazy. Appalachian State was really high on my college list. I really wanted to go to Appalachian.
I liked
State.
Appalachian State because it was one of the first when you create a player on Madden, it's one of the first names you see. That's why I know Appalachian. And what's the other one? Alcorn State or some shit is like the top two.
Hey, college football
I'm good with
27 looks looking pretty
Appalachian
good.
down. It's all about deliverance right there.
So I'm getting to the
All right,
point that
John,
like
okay.
my player that I used to create was always from the first two. I didn't care what school they came from. It was ridiculous. So it was either Alcorn or fucking
Appalachian State in 2008, Michigan was ranked number 1 in the preseason poll, and their very first game, Michigan was supposed to score over 60 points on them. They lost 28-27. A school that's not a Division I beats a Division I team, and it's still the biggest mockery that all the other colleges in their conference. Hey, you remember that Appalachian State team, Michigan? They don't want to talk about it.
Aren't they improving like altogether? Right? They're improving, right? Because I did hear about what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're good, but back then, they still played at like a high school style.
I feel like they could put out some good offensive linemen, right?
Now, like almost 20 years later since that happened, because it was 2008, they finally have like modern facilities. But when you find clips on it on YouTube, they're like playing like at a high school like style field, and that's why it's so hilarious that
there are some beautiful high school fields though. Yeah, gorgeous.
So that's the joke that I always make fun.
There's one in Washington, Levi. Oh my God. It's on the side of a cliff and it's down in like a hole. It's insane. There's some really, really nice high school stadiums, but the high school isn't a public high school.
Well, this is back then when college sports was still college sports, and you didn't basically invest on facilities and players and yada yada.
Oh yeah, I think when I was graduating, I think I graduated 90. I'm not going to say exactly when, but mid to late 90s, I think it was, and they were just investing in like paint and making the field look nice. Before that, nobody gave a shit. Our field looked like ass. Every school we went to's field looked like ass. Sometimes we couldn't play on that ass field, so they moved us to somebody else's ass field. We've played on baseball fields. It's just, and now it's because of private equity. It's very important to be able to put a lot of money into sports. So it's just another place to funnel and launder money, you guys.
Like Mark Cuban, I think donated like $10 million for.
There you go, money laundering.
Yeah, for Indiana. That's where he went to school.
Yeah, that's a good excuse too.
Well, and again, going back to the NIL allows universities to spend $20 million on their roster, but the NCAA says there's still no rule where donors can also contribute to the pot. So that's how the schools go over the $20 million that's allocated from the university. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing a topic like that in the future.
It get dangerous.
Speaking of college football 27, man, have you seen anything about it?
Dude, yes.
Dude, it looks so much better.
I was going to say, I bet you Spongy is going to be putting in work on the college 27. He's going to pop out in 3 months knowing everyone in the draft. Watch.
Bro, that's wild.
He's like, I've been studying the draft. Yeah, you've been playing Madden for the last 8 months.
Oh, I forgot to ask Kenny something because this involves the Browns.
Oh, let's go.
I was reading.
I am your Browns guy.
I was reading Bleacher Report for some reason, and apparently the quarterback coach of Cleveland was praising Dylan Gabriel, saying that he was much better.
Now you're kidding. I know that.
No, I'm not lying.
No, that's not true. If you saw that, it's not true. The offensive coordinator and the passing game coordinator for the Browns just came out in a live interview in the last 2 days and said that Shador has gone leaps and bounds. His vision is ridiculous. His processing has improved so much, and he pointed out how he'll do something, and then the coach will pull him over and be like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" And he'll be like, "Because I saw this dude do this, this, and this," and then they go back and look at the film, and he's right all the time. So that's what's been going. And as far as sadly for Dylan Gabriel, he's doing very poorly. I don't think he's going to get traded, but I'm not even sure he's going to make the team. And another thing is the only person I know moving from the Browns right now is Jerry Jeudy, is what I hear maybe on his way out because he's just not fitting the vibes there.
They're real
Some
happy
of-
with their 2 rookie wide receivers. So
I would
can
be
say
too.
that.
And Isaiah Bond from the year before that, if you remember, said he was going to break Xavier Worthy's
Yeah,
combine
Texas boy.
record. He didn't, but I still think he has a chip on his shoulder from that. He has gained like 30 pounds or some shit, Levi. You'd have to look it up. I like to
He said if
exaggerate,
he did.
but look it up. He has gone maybe 15 pounds, but my man is ready. He's blowing up training camp for the Browns. So you're going to have Isaiah Bond, rookie last year, Casey Concepcion, rookie this year, who just did an interview. He's such a good dude. And Denzel Boston, ready to go. They're blowing up. Todd Monken's going to have fun with those wide receivers, dude. And whoever the quarterback is. And I'll touch on that real quick. I still think they should start Deshaun Watson the first 4 weeks, even though I don't think he's won the job or will win the job. But it's just that those first 4 games are tough. So if you're going to play Deshaun and give him a chance, give him those 4 games against tough teams. He's the vet. Do something against those 4 teams. If you can do something against those 4 teams, maybe they leave you in. Otherwise, remove him. But a lot of people are saying that doesn't even make sense because just play the kid every game, start him the whole season, see what you got, and then so you know what to do 27, whether they have to draft another quarterback. So, I mean, I still like starting with Watson, but I think it would be a great idea to just start him the whole season too. What do you guys
I'd
think?
give him more. I'd give him more than 4 games. I mean,
Yeah.
unless he's doing horribly wrong.
That's what I mean. If he goes 0-4, then he's out. Yeah.
I know, like
I mean,
basically.
If he goes
you
3
could
and
say
1,
he could go 0-4, but it's the team that goes 0-4. He could
Sure.
be doing.
it's what he does in those games.
He'll be 0-4.
I know, like
It'll be what he does in those games.
like-
But just Shador will be there for years. So
basically the only way, like say he only plays 4 games is because he's playing awful, and I mean awful.
well, I don't
Yes,
think just to be
absolutely.
clear, I don't think he's going to make the starter at all. But I think he should start the first 4 games.
But
I feel
I've
like
been-
they'll let Watson lose.
Hopefully they
Yeah.
are, so they can get some good
Absolutely
picks.
crazy
Listen,
juice.
Kenny, I've been saying this for 5 years. Like I don't know why they gave him so much money.
Dude, that
Oh,
was
so
wild.
bad.
And draft
Such a
capital.
stupid move.
And
Such a
draft
stupid move.
Yes, and Houston, did pretty well with those draft picks, and then of course when they got Robert Saleh, they were able to build a good culture over there. But back to Cleveland, he was suspended for I think
Yeah, he was still it was a terrible move.
and then when he returned, he finished the year with a 1-4 record. He had a 55% completion. He had 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The following year, he played I think 10 games. He was 3-7. He had a 48% passer rating.
Yeah, I
But
think
the
he
Browns
played
are like-
19 total games or something
But then
that,
the
or
Browns
17.
were like, "Hey, that's still okay, but because we're paying them a lot of money." And so it really does shows you how the Browns are a dumpster fire franchise. Now,
Well, they're
that's-
fixing that. But yes,
Other
you
than
are
their
correct.
last 2 drafts. Yeah.
They 100% have been, but they are making some changes. And they're making good changes.
I will say this about the wide receiver Concepcion. I read a lot of positive stuff this past week about him, and they're like people are raving about him. So that says pretty good.
And if people don't know, not everyone does. He struggles with a speech impediment.
Besides me being a little bit sarcastic, what I read was that the quarterback coach, whatever his name is, in Cleveland has a positive view on Dylan Gabriel. Now, just because you have a positive view on a person doesn't mean what you're doing on the field. Now, if he's performing like crap on the field, maybe this is the old school in me. Maybe you have Watson and Shador. You have a loaded quarterback room. Maybe you should trade him. But if you're not trading him,
I don't think anybody wants Dylan Gabriel. And the thing with Gabriel is that they already had the mini camp and the OTA whatever competition and all those days of camp. And I think Levi, you can, if you don't mind looking real quick, how many reps did Gabriel even get? 4 to 9 passes in all of camp. I don't think he even touched the ball. They didn't even let him touch the ball. This is a true competition in Cleveland going on right now between Deshaun and Shador. And the thing is that Shador shouldn't be close. That's what people are focused on right now, is that Shador is making it tough for them to start Watson, and that is a good sign. And like I said, their OC just came out and said how he sees shit that we don't see. I think people are underestimating Shador. I always think they have been. And even if he goes out there and loses a ton of games and doesn't play well, I still think he's a good quarterback. I'm sorry, and I think he will be even better.
I don't know, man. I mean, would you want to wear out the guy you have starting the season? You know, when it comes to Gabriel's reps, I'm just.
Yeah, they were saving him. That's a Kyle move. That's a Kyle move.
That was a good one, McKnight.
That's what it was.
There's
Also, they got
nothing
him some.
officially
Also, they got him
tracking
some
them
new lifts, so he'll be able to see over the center, which is a big plus as well.
There's nothing officially tracking them, but I can say it seemed I saw a report saying that on the last day of mandatory that the only people taking first team reps were Shador and Watson.
Well,
Yeah,
there are
that's the true competition going on right now. It's
Well,
a
there are a
Steve
lot
Young,
of-
Joe Montana.
It's honestly like the only real competition we have.
It's
going
the
on
only.
position.
It's literally the only real
Steve
competition.
Young, no, don't be comparing
Which
those
does make
guys
it fun to
now. Come on.
watch.
Listen, I
No,
would not-
you know what? I won't because that wasn't even a real competition. Let's be totally honest.
Kenny,
Steve
I have-
Young never had a chance.
Eddie, I have to disagree with you. Like, if you're saying that Watson, and Shador have competition, no, Watson is overrated.
No,
Shador
Watson is
is a
horrible.
quarterback that's unproven, who has a better upside than the quarterback who's already failed in.
Yeah.
And he
football.
played recently.
So
unlike the guy who hasn't
I would
played
not
in
call
6
that
years.
a competition. He's only starting because he has seniority and he's being paid a lot of money.
That's what I mean. That he may not be the starter.
Listen.
That's what's blowing people up in Cincinnati right now. Or
Hey,
I'm sorry, in
if
Cleveland.
The Browns in the next 5 years are a playoff team and they're winning.
Oh, they'll be in the playoffs next year. We can bet on it right now.
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
Let me just make my point. If the
Okay.
Browns make the playoffs, within the next 5 years, and they're winning the division and they're doing great things, and Shador's actually earning, MVP votes and all that stuff,
Yep.
then Browns finally woke up. But these are still the Browns, and I don't have any faith that the Browns have
Well-
any good interest in Shador Sanders.
But if
That's
you
my-
look at the team now and the last two drafts and their roster compared to 2 years ago, it's a huge difference, man. This team is stacked. It's a stacked ass team. That was the fifth best defense in the league last year, I believe.
I mean, the Browns, probably more than a couple, but there was one point I looked at my Browns friends and I was like, y'all have, other than quarterback, the best team in our division.
They stacked.
And then they fucked it all up with the Deshaun Watson.
No, they
We're
won't.
like, we're a quarterback away. Let's go get this guy who can't play for you.
I'm pretty sure that Shador will be the starter. I think by the end of preseason, I think that will be the case. And, Shador probably is not going to be the first guy to play. So Deshaun's probably going to be playing against all the starters as well as he should be because he's the veteran, right? He's so good. He was almost an MVP. He had an incredible season, right? So he's the better guy. So he will start that first quarter. And if you're playing up against starters, you're going to see what Deshaun Watson can do. So, and then Shador's going to come in and he's going to be going nuts off grocery baggers for 2 quarters. And that's going to look really good.
What are you about to cook, Kenny?
Getting food for Finn, the cat.
Yeah, I got to cook myself,
Okay.
actually.
Can I ask you guys this question? Is CJ Stroud worth the 50 that he's asking for?
Oh,
I've never liked him. I wouldn't re-sign him, but they will re-sign him.
yeah.
So you think they'll pay him that 50 million?
I think they
Ooh.
have to. They have to now. They have no other option at quarterback.
Well, that's.
I mean, hear me out.
Davis
Kenny, you know better-
Mills. Davis Mills.
Kenny, you know better than anybody. Next year's draft class might be stacked at QB.
Oh, it definitely will. It definitely will.
If you were ever going to move on,
You're gonna make him,
start a
make him
relaunch.
play off his last year. I like that.
I mean, even if they're not going well, maybe things
Well,
don't.
here's the
Deadline,
thing.
too.
Do you want if you're the Texans, do you want to piss your quarterback off like that? By saying, listen, we don't think you're very good, so we're not going to sign you. He's going to love that. Then you're going to tell him that we want you to
I would
play out
just
your
tell him I'm not talking
So-
to him while
I
the
know,
season's
but they're
going on.
but he's gonna know what's happening. And so, do you want your starting quarterback that everything rests on to be like, "Fuck this team, I'm leaving. I'm already pissed off. I'm gonna play hard and I'm gonna do well. But if this shit comes down to it, I'm not gonna do everything I can to win this, and I'm out of here." Who knows, bro?
You
People
just tell
have
him.
petty.
Just
People
like
have
Joe
petty.
Flacco. We did it to Joe Flacco. You better, if you want that money, go win a Super Bowl. And Joe Flacco went and fucking did it.
You don't know what
And
people
the
are gonna
Ravens
do.
says, "Shit, all right, pay the man."
Well, I remember before, teams started to
I'd be pissed.
offer contracts on the third year, or as the fourth year is going on, teams were like, "Listen, we like you. We don't want to pay you the money." And this is back then when the salary cap was not as like what it is right now. because I remember there was a player that played for, I think, the Commanders, and he played out his final year, and then he went to Tennessee. He got 6 years, $96 million, and he flopped in Tennessee. He flopped.
Albert
doesn't?
Hainsworth, that's who you're talking about.
There you
Oh,
go.
Albert Hainsworth, number
Yeah, he
97.
Conway High School.
Number
Yeah,
97.
he flopped.
First defensive lineman to ever
And
sell
so-
or sign
Maybe
a
not.
$100 million contract.
And
I
so,
used him all the time in Madden. I can tell you that.
like, I understand, like, when you draft and the players become really good, you don't want to lose them because you don't know what will happen if you let a player go and you start over from scratch.
Right player, right price.
Sometimes you got to do what Bill Belichick did. Like, he would 5th-year option a lot of players, and after their 4th year, trade them.
I'm trading everybody.
So
in
I
that
remember
year.
one year.
Everyone.
The question basically is because if they go sign a starter deal, you get a
Dude, do you
third round
understand?
at the
Like,
highest.
if you
So
just
it's
did that with,
can you get more than a third?
if you just did that with every good player in their 4th, how many draft picks and draft picks and draft picks and draft picks you get? How many shots you can get at finding Jared Verses and finding Myles Garrett's and finding Pat Mahomes with all of these draft picks? Doesn't that
That's
make
what
you
Baltimore
super
does.
hard?
That's what
Just me?
Baltimore does.
Okay, yeah, bro.
We're a team built on draft picks.
Let me draft that MFer.
It is
Pause.
hard though. It's
I'll F it
challenging
hard, bro. I'm
sometimes.
telling you.
So I remember one year.
But it happens. It does. We do it every year.
One year I was watching the draft. They traded one of their players. They got another 1st-round draft pick. Bill Belichick traded both those 1st-round picks into the 2nd round, and then he took the extra pick he got in the 2nd round plus the pick, and he traded them down to load up in 3rd rounds. And so that draft, I don't know how many players he drafted in the 3rd round that were really, really good. But just imagine if you're able to have that flexibility by saying, you know what, if I'm gonna let go of a player and they're gonna become really good somewhere else, I'm gonna try my best to get as many players.
I'm positive Levi does.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's
If you're not getting hard from the draft, bro,
And
you need to stop watching
basically
football.
one of the things too is if you're talking to your financial guys, kind of like how John Jay was talking about earlier, even though the salary cap goes up, you have percentage of cap that you're willing to allocate to certain positions. You know how many of your homegrown guys you can keep. I hate like Tyler Linderbaum. We did not want to lose Tyler Linderbaum this year, but the Raiders gave such an absurd number, and the Ravens did it with C.J. Mosley.
And the Jaguars did it with Christian Kirk.
They gave him a record-breaking contract that also blew out the number that it was supposed to be. Yeah. And even the beauty is, again, why Baltimore no one has more comp picks than us since 1990.
That's why it's nice to have all the money and all
getting
the picks
a 3rd
to
round
bargain
pick
with.
Back and just getting another shot on a guy like Kenny's saying.
Dude, I'm telling you. And you do it on the cheapest contract.
It's not like Baltimore hasn't whipped.
And then the best part, what you could do is you could re-sign all the cheap positions because not all positions are expensive. You can sign like positions, those superstars that you did find, you can re-sign them, but they're positions that don't get the kind of money an edge does or a quarterback, for example.
It's also why I hated Harbaugh because
you can tear shit up.
He would not play younger players. He would put them in the doghouse. He took so many young guys and literally just somewhat almost ruined their careers in a sense.
You're talking about Epstein? What's going on?
By the way, Jesse Mentor took Mark Andrew off the fucking field the other day for his.
Thank God.
Like, I love the Mentor gives no fucking shit. He literally, they were cussing out Lamar one day, but like joking.
Dude, that's another hole you have, Levi. A tight end is a problem for you, don't you think? And center?
Tight end, what?
Your tight end and your center are both.
I mean, center is definitely something to worry about.
They've been breached, Levi.
Funny mentioning this, Kenny, too, is the whole thing. We were talking about it at the draft. I was like, I don't care that Iones played left guard at Penn State. He's going to play right guard for us. And that I love just now, NFL writers are finally getting a hold of that. All day I was just reading articles about, Iones actually, of course he fucking is. That was the plan from the get-go. Just no one actually fucking reads, I guess, in Baltimore. But, center could be an issue. The tight end, I'm not as worried about. 2 reasons. One.
Well, I'm not going to give Andrews crap. because he missed one pass. I'm not gonna do that, but
Yeah, you don't have to worry about tight end number 1. Even though I've got my gripes with him, he's still a top 10 tight end.
yeah, I'd sign him in fantasy for sure.
But the second thing is Declan Doyle used 11 personnel like the most in Chicago last year out of any NFL team, more than 54%.
Wow.
So we might actually finally see what I've kind of wanted to see for a while. Open up the fucking field and actually use some wide receivers. Let Lamar
3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running
let
back?
Lamar
Is that possible?
throw more. And what I'm really excited again is how
2 tight
many
ends?
young wide receivers we have. I went on this rant the other day, so I'm not going to go on it again.
Is
But,
Zay
like,
signed yet or not yet?
not long term, but
Okay.
they always drafted LeJontay Wester as his potential replacement.
But has
I don't
he
want
been
him.
used the way Shador used him yet?
Different.
I mean, has
but-
he done anything yet? Because I
Who,
mean, he was a
LeJontay?
big part of Colorado's fucking
Who, LeJontay?
offense.
He took a punt to the house last year.
Oh, he did. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. And that's another reason we drafted him was that special teams potential.
You should've got
basically
Jimmy
Zay
Horn,
that
too.
plays special teams.
You should have had Jimmy Horn, and you should have had Shador backing up Lamar, and then you could have moved on from
It
Lamar.
almost did happen, but
That would have been sick.
the tight end thing, we drafted guys, we signed guys. I'm pretty excited about it. You know, we'll see how it
Oh, who
goes.
did you draft again?
Hibner from SMU.
Which you didn't like, and you drafted another one too, right?
Hibner, I just didn't really study him. The other guy
Okay,
was
if you do, I
Cuevas
think that you
from
will like
Alabama.
him.
Well, yeah, looking at the numbers post draft, and I started looking at it more. I was like, oh,
He wasn't
I see
like
what they
even,
see.
I don't think he was even like top 15, but you see it. Like you see it when you look at it.
He's kind of like Isaiah Likely. He actually played a lot in the slot, more of a pass catching tight end, while Cuevas from Alabama was one of the main inline guys. So we basically just kind of went how we did with Isaiah Likely and Charlie Kolar 3 or 4 years ago. You grab one that's more of a pass catcher, one that's more of a blocker. The problem is we also signed a guy from Chicago who followed Declan Doyle over, Smythe, the tight end, who was their number 1 blocking tight end last year.
Okay.
But technically Patrick Ricard's gone, so we don't have a fullback. My guess was that Cuevas was actually going to transition to fullback, but I don't know if that's been realized. I don't even know if Declan Doyle uses a fullback. And that's another whole change for Baltimore's offense. We've gone how many years with Patrick Ricard and Kyle Juszczyk as our fullback? You know, it's weird not having a full fullback. I remember when we signed Lorenzo Neal, Mr. No Neck himself.
No neck. I don't know if you remember.
Ladainian.
I put it in our private chat. I was talking about something having to do with what we were just talking about. I don't know if you guys are going to remember. Fuck.
I don't see it in the private chat.
No, it was a long time ago.
How many streams?
Oh no, God, I don't know. I'll look.
80
I'll see.
streams ago.
Let me look. Let me look on my phone.
Way back in
again.
the day.
What are you guys doing for 4th of July?
4th of July. I'm going to the Trunk Festival, baby. Let's go, Brandon.
Wow.
Let's go,
For
Brandon.
real?
Brandon, let's go.
For real?
It's Joe Biden's fault.
We can't be friends, Katie.
It's all right. It's not Joe Biden's fault. I'm just kidding. It's Hillary's fault.
I'm going to sit at home with my fiance and be like an old person, eat barbecue while watching Pop Culture Jeopardy.
Barbecue.
Oh, hell yeah.
Barbecue. What is this barbecue? That's funny.
Something that Texas don't know nothing about, Papa J.
I know a guy from Texas, and he would not take those words kindly.
I'm telling you, if you're ever out on the road and you see a Mission's barbecue, it's a chain. And usually I don't swear about chains, but Mission do it kind of right. And all their fries are always freshly dropped. Like, they always call back, like you can see back in the kitchen, they always don't drop your fries till you will make the order officially. So, like, hot, fresh, ready fries. Like, the brisket's pretty good. Like, and they got a lot of sauces.
Love
I
the
have
sauce.
I have a question. Papa J, is it just it gets sensitive and you got to go back to being a pirate, or is it like? Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh no, he's muted.
It's
up?
mute. Can't hear you.
You're not talking to me, are you?
He's muted.
No, talking to Papa J.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, the lights start bugging me, especially later at night where I've been on the computer all day long and staring at a screen, and I got these lights here. It just starts bugging my eyes. So
You got
head-
blue
Oh,
light
that
filter
sucks.
turned on?
Yeah, I
Or
was gonna
in
say.
dark mode.
I was just gonna say that.
What's
well, you know, just because you got it on, I gotta go yar.
that?
I was
Right?
saying,
For sure.
if you can, turn blue light filters on, and then also dark mode. And also
I've got
do
all
your
that stuff
glasses
on my
have blue light?
laptop and my computer. I have everything on dark mode.
Oh, okay, good.
But it's just wearing out throughout the whole day, you know.
Oh, I forgot to keep looking for that thing. I got sidetracked by boobs.
What?
I went on my phone. I went on my
What?
phone, and then I was gonna
What?
look for the conversation, but I saw somebody's messaging and just staring at these boobs all the time.
What?
Hold it.
Wow.
Hold up. Wait a
Kenny's getting
minute.
ya.
Girl. Hold on.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Kenny's like, actually, guys, I've got to go.
It was something with the Vikings. You guys don't listen to anything I say.
Kyle Murray.
Let's see.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you. Yeah, bless you.
Thank you.
I have a question for anyone in the panel.
Okay.
I
So
recuse myself.
It was a good fry condo.
I have been hearing, some stuff about the NFL about that, and I don't know if this is true, but because of the World Cup, there is a rumor going around the NFL that for the teams, for the owners to get the 18th game, that one of the negotiations says that we will give the players real grass if we get that 18th game.
If they give them 2 bye weeks, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Do you think any of that is, or is this like this
They haven't countered with the bye week thing. Like, it's just where it is. Like, it's just where it stands right now. So if I'm the Players League, I'm like, yeah, we'll do 18 games, but we need 2 bye weeks, maybe 1 less preseason game, like things like that. Maybe expand the roster a little bit. You got to make real changes, dude. Real changes. Hire Lamar's mom. She'll get in there.
The NFL
the reason why I asked this question is I was watching our favorite what's that guy that does Pro Football Talk, the NBC. Well, one of those NBC
Tony
guys.
Romo.
No.
What's that? With Phil Simms and the other dude.
Oh, not Collinsworth. Florio?
Yeah, Florio.
Okay.
He proposed that question, so that's why I wanted to ask you if you think he's all BS.
I mean, with 2 bye weeks, they still, get their rest, and
it's just that it's already really hard to make a schedule for 17 teams. It's like right now, I think that with making the schedule, apparently, from what I hear, it's perfect. But if they were to add another game, it would be really hard to like something like that. That's what I heard. I don't know where I hear these things, you guys.
it is until they balance it out.
It's Smitty. What's going on, buddy?
How do you
I want
balance
to talk
out
about this,
more
you guys.
games, more teams?
This is what I was thinking about also before that I forgot. Enrique Cruz. Have you guys heard that he's as fast as Zay Flowers and that he might be moving to tight end? Did anyone else hear this? Is this real news? Or is this like Kruger news?
I've been saying it.
I want him at left guard because I don't want him off the field. But if he can move to tight end, that's even better.
I've been saying it all off season. They need to have Cruz out there and make a double tight end with Cruz.
Oh my God.
Because he's fast and he's got hands.
Cruz and Kittle. That's awesome.
See Kittle looking good.
You can use Kittle more as a wide receiver if you got Cruz right in there.
I think a lot of teams are looking at Darnell Washington getting that extension over in Pittsburgh and how he's been pancaking people. Kind of like how I talked about it. The Ravens were masquerading an extra fullback as an offensive lineman as a fullback. The Steelers do it with a tight end in Darnell Washington, who's over.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
So I mean, it makes sense.
Dude,
40. Look at the Rams' plays in 13 personnel compared to everyone else. 30 more plays than the next team at 13 personnel. That's going to be a problem next year, you guys. They don't even need Devontae or Puka. That's going to be disgusting.
When their 2 running backs are healthy, they're actually dynamic.
I hate both of them, but they're good enough. I'll give you that.
Yeah, they're not like.
No, then I agree with you. Like they get it done. I just don't think either one, especially.
They're
It was
gonna
the
go
same
make that
thing. Same thing with Charbonnet and Walker. That's what I thought. So.
They're gonna go make that Taylor trade instead of
Jonathan
Green Bay.
Taylor. I don't know
Go
who's
ahead.
going to make it, but if the Colts are willing to move off of Jonathan Taylor, it's
Can
going to
you
be tough to
imagine
take him from
if-
the Packers.
if
The Packers are
Taylor-
going to want him.
The only problem is probably the cap number. But can you
Jim-
imagine if they did? They traded like what's his name, the first guy for fucking Taylor. And
Quick
a second.
question: does anybody know what's going on with the guy, Josh Jacobs? Is
I
he
think
done
he's
in
out.
football? Is he done in football?
I think he's out.
Who?
Remember
Yeah,
Josh
didn't
Jacobs? He came
didn't
from
they
the
not
Raiders and went to
charge-
the Packers, and then he had some criminal charge or something that just happened. And I don't know if he. And now I hear that Jonathan Taylor might be going to the Packers. I'm guessing that Josh Jacobs is out of there.
I think he's done.
So I don't know. Do you guys even remember what happened with him? Was it drugs? Was it beat? Was it domestic?
abuse, of course.
Oh,
Domestic violence.
My God. Oh yeah, I did a
Remember,
short on it. I already
Yeah,
forgot.
we talked about it too, and I talked about
that's
how
right.
he's not facing any charges.
Oh,
but they're
okay.
still
Oh, so he's like
investigating.
lucky like Quinshon Judkins, thank God. If they didn't have Quinshon Judkins last year, the Browns would have been pure shit instead of just shit. So, pure shit is worse. It has a really, really strong smell to it.
Doesn't help. I joked with my trainer about this. I was watching some crazy new survival show on Netflix, which I have no idea how liability-wise they got away with it. And they took a bunch of people down like fucking Ecuador, and like you're allowed to steal from the other camps. It gets fucking wild.
No
But
way I
there's
can
a
do that.
former NFL player, and he does not help their image how he acts towards women in the show. And it was kind of fun. He was arguing with this one girl, and like it was like kind of like looked like he was about to hit her. What? There's kind of it sounds kind of mean, but I'm just gonna say it. Kind of like the Southwest Florida trashy girl from Florida with like pink hair.
Wow,
Definitely
that sounds
from
so
real heart.
hot.
But she's holding a machete, and she's like, "Touch
Yeah.
your bitch, I'll cut your."
And
hand
she's
off."
got one sandal on, and her foot is filthy.
You know
No,
what?
I know what you're talking about. I know that girl. You're talking about Lynn Ann. Lynn Ann
But
is her
like I
name.
said, he did not do the NFL any services as a former NFL player.
Lynn Ann.
I think he played with the Saints, maybe.
Oh wow, who dey?
I know, Who Dey Nation. There's a reason they didn't make it in the NFL, though.
Yo, another thing I heard recently about Myles Garrett. Apparently, he inspired 0 people in the locker room. Like they loved his stacks and his stats and his sacks. But
Yeah,
beyond
but
that, he
he
was
wasn't the leader
worthless.
that they wanted, supposedly.
Not a
is what they're
leader.
saying.
A guy who should not be playing football right now, in my opinion. But whatever, he's the best, right?
So what you're saying is, as teammate says that
He's ass.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
And now they're saying Jerry Judy is ass. So I'm guessing
I mean,
his ass is gone
that
too.
is what they're saying. They did say that. So he's just
I didn't want
reporting.
that guy to come here ever. Do you remember that when
They should-
Paradome was like,
they should have
"Yeah, we
kept-
gotta have that guy"? I was like, "Hell
They should
no!"
have kept the other guy. He's way
Oh
better.
man, we probably have a Super Bowl though if we got Myles Garrett.
I don't know about that.
We could have had Micah Parsons if we didn't take Trey Lance. But whatever. The Niners got this, folks. So I'm gonna take a step back into the Homer Simpson meme where I go into the grass because nobody's listening to my draft knowledge.
But it also reminds me of when Myles Garrett was coming out and they drafted. I don't know if you remember this story. They weren't sure if he should go even like in the first round because they questioned his love of football. Because he said he liked archaeology in his interviews, and he really was already like looking forward to what he would eventually do at the end of his career. And so they tried to drop him, dropping all kinds of stories about his commitment to the game and like, yeah, it was
like when he took a helmet, the size of a man that he
I'm
is,
still convinced
and
he
swung it at a guy's head without a helmet. That shit is fucking
knowing what
psychotic.
I know about Mason Rudolph.
Period, dude.
I think
that's
he would
prison
say it.
shit. He should not be playing
I've
football.
watched
That's
Garrett go through some.
period.
There's actually a story when
Fucking
Myles
crazy.
Garrett was a rookie, his very
On
first
the
year. He
field.
got matched up against Tennessee against. I'm trying to remember the name of the tackle.
He did this
Real
on the
bad.
field during a live game, folks. If you're listening at home,
And the tackle just
wasn't
looked at
in
him
private.
and spit in his face. Myles Garrett didn't do shit even after that, even though he whooped him up on that game.
He said he was being bull rushed by 3 guys.
I believe Mason Rudolph.
And then
said
Mason
it.
Rudolph, of course, he said the N-word, of course. So
If you watch,
there's
the tape,
also that. So.
his teammates didn't really defend him till Garrett really His teammates heard that shit and were like, nah.
And then Mason Rudolph is standing there after getting clobbered like Captain Caveman. And then some other guy comes over and smacks the shit out of him and drops him into the floor, bro. Some of these people, you have to check their brains, bro. I'm sorry. People need to have cognitive tests like the president does every 3 days because we need to make sure shit is
deserve it. You call someone the N-word, yeah, go ahead and light him up. That's all.
But did he? Is what?
Yes, he fucking did. I'm
how do you
a firm
know
believer.
that?
I'm just saying,
really?
I'm a firm believer.
Okay, you're a believer. He did. I just don't know that he did, and I don't know why.
If he didn't, then of course he's crazy.
But again, we don't know. But I'm just saying, and I don't know what happened. I'm not saying I know one way or the other. I'm just saying that the fact that all of a sudden came up, and Levi, that wasn't right away, by the way. Okay, that happened. That he said that way later.
Oh,
he didn't say that on that day on the field.
Now, if Myles Garrett said that right off the bat, everybody would have believed it. But he let the story kind of transpire for a minute before he said it.
Which is what you do when you're going to be in a lawsuit and you want to take your time to get your story.
Or like when
it kind of sounds like to me.
Shut up and not get fined anymore, get suspended more.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, it doesn't like we already know this, guys. We just talked about it with the Quinshon Jenkins and the Josh Jacobs. That if you're good, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get in any trouble. If you've pissed enough people off, they'll make an example of you. Put it that way. If you've pissed enough owners off, and again, the owners, they all know each other. Whether you think they're in competition or not, they're not. Yeah. Owners are not in competition with each other. Okay, that's not why they do this. They don't do this for Super Bowls. We all know that. They do it for money. And they'll burn through your ligaments and your muscles, and they'll work you to the bone to make all that money off of you.
Yep. Now, Steve-O, my comeback to this is at that time frame when Alex Smith and Aaron Rodgers got drafted, the Niners as an organization were a mess.
Yes.
So would he have had the same NFL career? I highly doubt it.
Steve-O, you dodged a bullet 20 years ago, my friend. I think you should know that by now.
Your Hall of Fame quarterback breaks up with
Nobody should cry about dodging a bullet.
Guys.
Mm-hmm. Right now, Steve would be buying wings and Tampax at the store if he was married. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, wow.
Some wings sound so good right now.
And that's just for himself.
And that's just today. You know what she's going to have you do tomorrow.
Go to IKEA.
She's going to tell you to go to the Container Store.
Yeah.
Steve-O would love that, though, because my man he's.
I remember.
He needs a hug.
I don't know if anyone else remembers, but I remember.
Virtual hug for Steve-O. Come here,
I was at the
Stream Labs. They could do a hug.
I was at the week.
Give him a hug.
Was it week 17, the final week? The Niners were playing the final game in the 2005 season, and people were chanting Reggie Bush, Reggie Bush.
Oh wow!
And then we won.
King.
And then we won. And we won.
Reginald Bush.
Okay, I don't know if you saw this. Apparently, Zay Flowers, right before Tyler Luke missed that field goal, was just nonstop talking shit to the Steelers sideline. And then just literally ran off the field.
Hey, who do you guys think is the best edge rusher this year, 2027? Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons. Who do you guys got? I'm going to go with the guy from the Texans, Anderson.
Danielle Hunter.
No, Anderson. Okay. Yeah. William Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Bro, that D is disgusting. That's why C.J. Stroud can go undetected as a horrible quarterback for so many years.
Oh. That's what allowed the Seahawks.
I'm going to go with our own Nick Bosa. Nicholas Bosa is going to tear it up.
Some people have him top 2, 3, yeah, for sure.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Any help you can give Bosa. I mean, he's already good, We've never had any real other pressure from anywhere else. Honestly, the reason that some edge rushers are really good is because probably the interior pressure that the guys are applying, and that's really where he eats. If not, it's not really an individual stat. And basically, if you think about it, sacks can't be an individual stat because it all depends. Yeah, it all depends on what the rest of your line does in helping your ass get a stat like that.
Javon Hargrave fucked y'all so hard. He was
we can't. And listen, and I don't know if it was you that said it, Levi. I think you might have, or maybe it was just like some media person. But Collins and West, I mean, it would have been nice if they were our DT1 and DT2 this year, but that's not what happened. And so they had to go out and get Osa. And we still really don't have another DT that's solid like that. I know everyone wants Collins to be that guy. Michael Williams is probably going to be on the edge for two downs, right?
That's going to be a good one too, right there.
You move Michael inside. You might have something there.
No.
Obviously, we moved on.
I'm gonna hope it's Trey Hendrickson. I don't have a lot of faith, but my God, if we get Nnamdi Madubuike back and he's anything like he was, he's the reason Kyle Van Noy broke double digit and Clowney broke double digit sacks because he took so many double teams on the inside. Calais Campbell, we mentioned the tragic news earlier. He put up a good bit last year. We drafted.
Is that true?
We talked about Peebles last year, Kenny. Peebles was one of the guys Harbaugh would not let him play.
Why? You got him late too, right?
Yeah, like third or fourth, I think.
Man, that's a great.
But Peebles is going to get his shot this year. He's learning behind Calais, which is fucking wonderful.
That is nice.
And then Trey has got a lot of super young guys. It's basically Mike Green or Zion Young's job to lose.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then if you put up Nnamdi, who put up like 15 sacks from the inside like 2 years ago, and of course, if the offense gets ahead and other teams do have to pass, the defense.
I hear Nadeem Tucker might be a problem in San Diego. Very underrated. Remember, he had some great numbers that people did not really agree with. At least where I evaluated him in the draft. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that drop off in the edge room was sharp, and he was the very next option after tier 2 guys were gone. And after him, fuck.
Chargers got a nice draft, I think.
Super thin.
And did you hear something? Shane Waldron is on board as assistant passing game coordinator now in Jacksonville, I think. Did you hear that? Waldron back.
I wonder if that's. I was just actually reading about them. I'm thinking of Tampa.
No, this is the Jags.
Yeah, my bad. I think Zane or
Bowles is on the hot seat though. If you're going to mention Tampa.
Yeah, what's interesting is I think they brought in Zach Robinson, who didn't have the stint he wanted to. I forgot where, but he's part of the McVay's coaching tree. So I'm very interested to see.
Which is why I wanted the passing game coordinator from the Rams to coach the Browns. I'll take
incredibly high.
McVay tree only has Liam Cohen on it right now, but at least as a success. But we'll see.
I mean, technically, Zach Taylor in Cincinnati is part of the McVay
Well,
tree.
he's on the hot seat, but I would blame Cincinnati, not Zach Taylor.
But also, look at the numbers he's produced with that. I mean, you got to get some credit.
He scores well. He scores.
We know how the
points
owner
with
is over
Chase.
there about paying.
They're a terrible franchise. We all know that here. What do we haven't they lost 2 Super Bowls to us?
Actually, we have a primetime game in Cincinnati this year. Actually,
let's make it a third, shall we? That would be incredible. We've always had. Well, the Yorks are from Ohio, so it's a little connection there. Mm-hmm. It's a little shady, folks. Yeah, and so I always used to say the Yankees used to use the Seattle Mariners to store players that they couldn't keep on their roster because I always believed that. Again, I also believe baseball was rigged. I mean, I know baseball's rigged, but I really believed it was rigged.
Baseball's not rigged.
That's why Dodgers taking over now, huh?
Come on, guys.
No, baseball's not rigged.
Go Dodgers!
Dodgers
riggedy, rack daddy.
Baseball's like chess. You don't know what your opponent's going to do.
Speaking of chess, John Jay, guess who's an avid chess player?
Who?
Shedeur Sanders.
Oh my God!
Yeah, let's go.
For real, are you?
So we're going to be bringing Shedeur here when his contract runs out with Cleveland. He's coming to the Niners with Dion, and we're going to have Dion as head coach. We're going to have Shedeur as the quarterback, and we're going to be winning 3 to 4 Super Bowls.
From
2029 to 2034.
He's not even a.
We're going to double our Super Bowl total. So now we're not faithful. Now we're not faithful because it's with Shedeur and Dion. You guys are trash, man.
Hold on, Kenny.
You guys are straight trash. Now I see what it is. You don't like Sanders.
Is he really a chess player, or are you just messing with me?
No, he's an avid chess player, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Guys,
he's a shoot the ladders guy.
Why don't you guys know how cool Shedeur is?
Let's go.
I don't know why you guys don't like Shedeur. I just don't get it. He's like the coolest dude.
Kenny. So if he does play chess,
I'm terrible at chess.
if he ever somehow becomes a Niner, I will beat him because I'm a good chess player.
Well, I would like that.
Kenny,
would
if
be
we ever
fun.
play chess, I'll teach you the easy way to look good in front of your friends.
I know, like yeah, I was gonna say, I know the formations and like how to start out strong and stuff, but like I really don't know what I'm doing. As long as I can remember the moves, I can do it.
Kenny,
my first thing is always to the 3-move checkmate to see if they know it.
Kenny,
like,
all you really need to do is to make sure you have one rook and your queen. As long as you have those two pieces, you would win.
You know what happens when I play chess? I just
I'll suicide the queen just to put you at a disadvantage because I know you can't play without it.
I just wind up polishing my bishop the entire time. So.
Oh my goodness!
I like the horsey too, so I like to lose those right away so I can play with them on the side.
Knights are the funnest to play with. People don't need to get more used to moving their knights.
I just need the queen, baby. That's how badass I am. I mean, bad I am.
For anyone who ever plays chess, if you see someone using their horse, they're a horrible chess player because just because it goes on an L pattern doesn't mean that there are many ways that you can get a horse in like one move.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, horses have no defense.
The chess is starting a cascade. You do your point system, you trade the trade-off, you back up, one piece with another piece with another piece with. So it ends up being if someone makes one of the moves, it's a 9-piece fucking exchange in a flurry.
I usually just what I say to the other
and then
players,
you try to break them mentally.
I'll give you 3 pawns for 1 horsey, and like they're like, yeah, let's do that. That's how I like to play chess, but that's in the hood. That's in the hood, though.
That's not how you play chess.
That's in the hood. That's how we play in the hood.
That's how you play.
You bet too. So,
I'll give you 3 of these tiny penis things for 1 horsey.
I mean, technically, the knight is worth 3 points, so that is an equal trade-off.
Wow.
That's proof. That's proof that you can always walk in here and hear some wild shit.
By the way, Kenny, point-wise, that is actually the point. Pawns are worth 1, knights are worth 3, so that is an even exchange.
I'm just messing with
What's up, platform?
I played chess before.
Kenny, in the words of the young, like YTC, this friends, they would say pause. I don't get it.
I'm too old. I'm too old to say pause.
I never liked in chess is castling. I think I don't like
castle. You don't
myself into a corner.
Or they would say, well, what did they say over there? They're young.
I don't know. I can't keep up with the kids' jargons. Hey, it's B-Culp, everyone. B-Culp.
What's up, Brian?
Gotta come inside.
Oh, great. We're going to be moving to Smokeland, everyone. That's probably going to be good for the how many shooting victims we have.
Poor Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall is just going to be the first one if we start practicing. And do you know how many gangsters are just going to be parked outside the stadium?
No, come on.
Just get Kendrick Lamar to throw us.
If I'm a local Oakland gangster, I'm looking for the weakest 49er, and I'm convincing him to rig a game. That's just how I roll.
You need to check in with me, homie. You know what I'm saying? I run this block.
And I'm looking at you, Jake Brendel.
Nah, they're looking at whoever your kicker is.
No, the kicker's badass. We got a badass
kicker and punter. That's first target.
Oh no, wait, we don't have a badass kicker anymore.
Actually, long snapper might be number 1.
I wish we had Jake Moody.
Nah, hell no.
That guy was money.
Literally. Russell. He says, I have a mansion. Forget the price. I've never been there. They tell me it's nice.
Oh, hell yeah. He's a Wordsworth. He's a wordsman or whatever.
Brian says, Ricky ain't scared.
Ricky ain't scared anymore. After you've been shot, you do kind of like, you feel strong.
It depends if you go through some good PTSD, how you come out of it.
He was like, what are you, 13? No, you can't have my watch. He's like, welcome to San Francisco, motherfucker.
I'll be honest, I don't feel comfortable when people are holding guns around me.
Like the police, you mean?
It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. It could be my best friend.
You mean you don't like when the police surround your car?
If you are waving that gun around in any type of fucking just negligent manner, there's a certain part of my brain that's just constantly telling me to snatch the fucking gun. I've had to explain that to one of my friends. He's fucking white. I was like, yo, check this. I got a fucking bump stock. And I'm like, yo.
Why are you waving that gun around?
That fucking gun around
Stupid ass.
Showing off.
Dude, I've seen videos of people teaching other people how to shoot and fucking up. So like when you have a gun, you really got to fucking pay attention. That's why I think gangsters with guns is just a bad idea because they're not the smartest people. Not shoot each other in the foot a lot. I'm shooting. They shoot each other in the foot a lot, and then have to like bribe a veterinarian to patch
What in the
them up.
Plaxico burst are you talking about?
Plaxico burrs.
Mexico burrs.
Oh wow, YTC. You would get PTSD. He just like talking
Yeah,
about
where is
that.
YTC?
He's
But there's two different. There's the long view, and then the other one, right?
You just gotta hope the hollow tip don't catch your tip. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hollow tip is bad.
The hollow
You ain't
tip,
making
you
it.
know what I'm saying.
You ain't making it, son. That would be
It
horrible.
depends on which one. Like they make some that don't just blow up and make the bullet bigger. They actually fragment.
That's horrible. All those little
So
pieces.
it just depends on which one you get.
And then they spend hours taking little tiny pieces of metal out of your body, and some of them probably gonna have to stay in there. And if you're lucky, you'll live.
You can get with buckshot in the face and still live.
You'll see that they start making just plain T-shirts now, not bulletproof vests, but actual T-shirts that are designed to somehow block, like things like that. You know, like a net, like a tiny super net.
There's a drawback. You can have your cloth that blocks that, but
in
it's
your
not
body,
blocking the velocity and the impact.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make it
even if you got a bulletproof vest on, it's probably
if you make it plant-based, it'll just disappear in your body. After a few, you'll need some antibiotics, but you should be all right.
If you're able to make your bullets out of ice, right?
Levi actually has a 3D printer that makes.
I used to always joke about that, David. I'm like, yo, if I was gonna do something, I'm making my tool out of ice. That shit's gonna melt.
That's right. That's an old school. Remember that? You could smack someone over the head with a leg of lamb, and then invite the cops over and tell them what happened while they eat your lamb, and that was the weapon.
How do you think they did it back in the day?
That's how Hannibal would do it.
Oh man.
Yeah, of course. You get a big old ice and you stab some with it, and then it just melts. You have no murder weapon.
No,
but you know,
we got the Chinese method. We get the ice, and then we apply a poison to the ice.
But I saw something like that though. They'll know from the wound and shit what happened.
I mean, that depends on how good your coroner is. If you're like Myrtle Beach and your coroner never went to college and got the job Nepo style.
You know what it is, Levi?
Yeah,
you want to know the easy guys, I'll tell you right now. Anyone listening at home, this is free. I'm from North Jersey. I'm a Roman Catholic. Okay? This is how you get rid of a body. Leave $1.99 at my Venmo, and I will tell you. No, I'll tell you for free. You know why? Because I don't care about money. I'm a man of the people. What you do is you make very good friends with the guy at the crematorium, okay? That is all you need.
Nah, man. Just drive down.
I go to ask Mr. YTC to confirm.
Shine a light in it.
He's also from New Jersey.
If you know the person at the crematorium, like the owner, not a worker, like the owner of it, you can get rid of bodies like you've never seen.
Not wrong, though.
Not wrong at all.
Wow.
And then I'll fill those sandbags up and protect my home from floods.
Floods.
Free sandbags at my house.
Speaking of water, I got a dunk tank to set up tomorrow.
Oh wow!
So I probably better get going to sleep. You know,
I have to wake up early tomorrow too.
Damn.
Well, I don't know what else they rented. Like I said, that circus was sitting like 3 blocks away behind a mall. So I was looking at that like.
I think, David, you know what I can say? That you'll have more people at your party than were at the Trump State Fair. That's what I think is going to happen to your party. Did anyone see that?
It's a holiday weekend too, though. So how many people have the day off? You know, it's like
nobody who has a job should have a day off.
Didn't they say they wanted to get rid of federal work holidays?
I mean, I work every single day, more on holidays, but that's just my thing.
Dude, I grew up in the airlines, man. Holidays don't exist in the airlines.
No such thing as a holiday when you turn 19.
We're actually taking the 3rd off, but the holiday pay kicks in on Saturday. It's kind of.
Do you have to work the day of, the day before, and the day after for your holiday pay?
Me? No, because I'm in management.
Salary.
But everybody else, if you schedule the day off 2 weeks ahead, then you can have that day off. You still get your holiday pay. You're required to work 4 hours. Like company policy, 4 hours the day before and the day after to get it.
Dude, ours was 6.
It's a life hack.
Day before, day of, day after. At least 6 hours.
Yo, real quick, have you guys seen those YouTube shorts now where people like buy a pizza and then drop the pizza somewhere and then put something else pizza-like in there? Like, this is like if you can close it. But if not, they show you how to get other food to make it look like the same food you just took. and give them like crap food, and then they give you another pizza. Like it's just wild. This is like the new thing that I've seen on
it
YouTube.
started with some lady on Amazon. She would send shit back and just put rocks in it. And they
Whatever, it
she's
just
like,
has
I
to be
sent back
like the
200
same
things of
size and
rocks
weight
and
as the
nobody
other shit.
said anything.
Yeah, because they
Like-
won't even open them when they receive it. You know that? They're going to take it and they're going to throw it in a pile of used shit, and it's going to go onto a crate that somebody will buy for like $500 and get a crate of shit of all these Amazon shit that will return. So like nobody like gets your return, opens it, checks it. Like they don't have time
Or
for
you see it
any
at
of
Big
that shit.
Lots or Ross
In fact,
later.
when eBay and all that shit first came out, dude, I used to order shit all the time, send it right back, say it was broken, but I wouldn't send it back, and they'd still give me the refund all the time.
Kenny confessed
It's
to all
horrible.
kinds of shit
Oh
to me.
wow!
It was a long time ago.
Wearing
I'm
a
a
high
ma-
body,
I'm
we're
a
gonna commit,
grown-
gonna
Statute
commit
of limitations
fraud.
has expired.
I'm grown
folks.
now. I'm grown.
You got to make that drinking college money
You
somewhere.
didn't hear people in the background were laughing when I said that.
On this note, we are getting out of here. As
Like
Corey
always,
Davis says, go 49ers and F all 31 other teams.
That's right.
like always,